Hey,
Freddy
we're
Krueger?
on the starting soon
One,
screen.
two. Freddy's coming for you.
Hey
He's
guys, we're
horrible to
starting
lock you.
soon. Yay. Alright, I'm unmuting us. Hold on, I gotta try something. There we go. I gotta try something because, hey viewer, whoever that one viewer is, um, uh, we're on a little early because I'm testing some camera stuff out.
That might be
Okay.
me, the viewer.
Okay. Well, if you're the viewer, then we're not that worried about it because you kind of know what's going on since you're in the stream.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So
But
I
I'm
did.
also
You
posting right
notice?
now
You
too.
notice I did say kinda, right?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. Okay. It seems to be working on my end. Okay.
Turning out on my, going on down, down. On my, I don't know the lyrics now.
Archanical. unmute us.
Relocate my farm. Sometimes I need to do that.
What? Relocate your pop?
Yeah.
I got this big. We're not sponsored by Speedway, but if if Speedway wants to sponsor us, I got this gigantormous Speedway mug with tea in it.
Really.
Hey, I go there often myself.
You as well, good sir.
I didn't know we were
This thing's as big.
live.
This thing's as big as my head almost. No, I didn't tell you.
Oh,
We're live.
oh, I saw one that was like this. I had to back up. It was like this big.
Yeah, that's
How
like
big is
that's about how big this one is almost. Like
Oh yeah, I think that's the one I
it keeps
saw.
wanting to fade out.
Oh, how much are they?
I think it was like I want to say it was like $10 or $12, but the refills are like a buck at the most usually. So
Hmm.
I think they're
In
like
certain
I think
places.
they're like 80 cents. I've actually been charged like 30. I don't think the Speedway people know what to charge you for it. That's the best part. So I've been charged like 30 cents. I've been charged like 60 cents. I've also been charged like a buck something, and I was like, what? Like I could just buy a whole new Why did I get a refill? But
But
either way, I figure I still get way more pop than buying a regular 40 ounce or whatever it is. This thing's 64 ounces, man. That's a 2 liter. Oh,
Do you good?
Oh, we're live.
We've been
I
live.
see us alive.
I didn't tell it. Just started running his yap. And turned
No.
it live.
you guys are doing interesting shit. I figured, hey,
Yeah.
I don't know if anything we were
But-
doing.
Oh,
Interesting.
now we got another viewer too. Hey, viewer. All right.
Yay, another viewer.
All right. So let's start out. Welcome to Action Surge. I'm Brian Germain, the okayest DM ever, and there's Joe. Joe, why don't you tell us about yourself and your character real quick?
Oh, I'm just an old D&D player. I play Grendolith. He's one of them, elf kind of guys. Likes to jump around and kill shit.
All right. How about you, James?
I'm James, veteran. My nephew's birthday was yesterday. Whiteman Vitnikoff. I'm trying to put a word out for him, but I'm playing Gavor, a celestial warlock.
Knock it off,
I
Joe.
heal and plus, yeah.
Joe.
I
Stop.
hope you
Joe started it. Joe started that shit. Damn it.
All right.
Yeah, okay, shout out to James's nephew. Fuck. Damn it, stop it, Joe. You got James going now. Shit. I swear there were no drugs used in the making of this video. Damn it. Diet Pepsi. Diet Pepsi. Or no, actually, it's not even Diet Pepsi. It's the generic Diet Pepsi. Generic Diet Cola.
That kind of shit happens at my game table. Like my kids are playing and shit. One of us start laughing, and then suddenly, like everyone will be laughing, and no one will be able to stop. It's horrible. It's horrible. Tears in my eyes.
All right, can we say your nephew's name on stream, James? What's your nephew's name?
Whiteman Vitnikoff.
Wyatt. Okay, happy birthday, Wyatt.
Yeah. And plus, this will be recorded for him to always look at a time.
All right, happy birthday, Wyatt. Hope you get into gaming and enjoy it. Zach, what about your character?
My character is Luther the Orb, pirate that has been kicked off the ship for breaking too much crap, and I'm a former party clown.
At this point, does Luther remember even that part of the reason he's out here doing this is to get a new mast for the ship, or
I don't think so.
is he kind of like lost? He's kind of like I see you, like I'm having fun doing what I'm doing, like.
It's like, oh, this is fun. Kill all the things and get all the shinies.
So
Life in its simplest form.
okay, so when last we left them, you guys were in this like an old dilapidated like wizard's tower type thing, and there
Yeah.
were two baby owl bears. Well, not baby, but like two adolescent owl bears in a cage to the bottom, like two small ones, and then two adult ones, kind of laying around, lazing about, kind of standing guard outside of that cage. You remember that part?
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
So no.
they have.
Yep.
There was obviously a cage around the adult ones too, but it's obviously like destroyed, and they've broken out of this cage and destroyed it long
Are
ago.
the little ones still in a cage?
They're in a cage, but it's also broken open.
Okay.
They're not like trapped in the cage. It's broken open, and they're just back in there playing, kind of thing.
Kind of
Yeah.
like a safety cube for a cat.
Yeah, it's kind of
That's what they're playing with.
they're kind
That's
of
what they're playing with, James.
a cat.
Those are the last party that tried to fight them.
Yeah, they're kind of like wrestling back there. The two little ones. Um. Okay, and then they were kind of ignoring you. Um. I don't believe we had a turn order up because of anything specific, but I'll put one up just in case. But one of the things though is that uh, even though they were kind of ignoring you, you notice as the little ones are wrestling back there, you notice what appears to be, and you summoned your echo back there, right, Joe? Is that what that how that worked?
I don't remember if that's the case or if it just got ported up from the last room.
Could be that could be too. Yeah, I don't know.
I guess let me look at my file sheet and see if I've used it. Go ahead and continue while I.
Well, at any rate, you notice that the little ones, and then upon noticing with the little ones, you see the little ones have, well, as they're wrestling and tumbling about, you see that notice that they have wings, and you then notice like after that the larger adults also seem to have wings, but you didn't notice them at first because they're all folded up and you know kind of covered mostly in their fur and blend into their sides pretty well.
Owlbear
Yeah.
with wings. That's a whole new meaning of terrifying bears.
And it was raining outside. That's why if you guys are listening on stream, you guys hear a little bit of a light rain in the background, probably.
Oh, I just hear my neighbor mowing their grass.
On stream? Holy shit! How'd they do that?
Yeah, I don't know if
They're
I. If I
they're
did
mowing
that
the
or
lawn
not.
outside of Adubeus's tower. That's
Yeah,
It's
we
one
gotta
of
keep
those.
that wizard happy.
It's one of
If
those.
we don't do
We
anything,
haven't
he's gonna
seen
lightning
anybody.
bolt us again.
One of those. We haven't seen anybody come out of this town for ages. The neighbors are complaining it looks terrible. We're gonna mow it for free. Whole landscaping and everything. Comes out. Wizard comes out. We dear beloved.
Except for this tower would be
Wizard
more.
the
This
frog.
this this tower would be more like we went to mow around the tower, but then we lost where it was. We lost sight of where it was. We couldn't see where. Because remember how when you're outside, it like it wants to slide away from view, kind of thing. Like. All right. So anyway,
Yeah.
so the two owlbears, they kind of like are just kind of like lazing about. Uh, the kids are the two small owlbears are playing in the back. I guess what were you guys going to do?
I'm thinking we should just quietly go up and out and let the owlbears just lie there. Try not to stir them up.
So try to go up the stairs past them.
Yeah, basically, we don't want to disturb them
Okay.
because I know. Well, I'm figuring Mama and Daddy will fiercely protect their young. So let's just get out of here before we're too. Get out of here away from them before we're too close.
I think we got to get too close to them to get to the stairs. That's the whole point.
Um, hang on one second. I want to double check, but
Go ahead, lead the
think
way.
I think the bottom of the stairs is closest to you guys, but maybe not.
It's been commercialized. Hope you're getting paid for the commercials, Brian.
Getting paid. We are getting paid for commercials, yeah. So
You're getting a
Oh,
lot.
not a ton, but there's some. The thing is, if we had more viewers, that we'd get paid more. But
Oh yeah, we don't have no viewers. What are those?
we don't have any more viewers now. We lost our one viewer. They were done with our shenanigans.
If
Anyway,
you're watching
so
Action Sirs, like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Give us a tweet on
oh,
Twitter.
I'm even
and
gonna. Yeah, there's ads.
Yep.
Right now it's a.
you guys are watching your own ads and describing your own ads. So people who subscribe will also be able to watch this without ads. If you subscribe to Action Surge, you can watch without ads. Of course, I think I'm subscribed to myself on Action Surge, but I'm also subscribed to my other channel, I think. But I use my other channel. I get a free if you have Amazon Prime, you can use your free Prime subscription to subscribe to Action Surge. Or like what I do for my Amazon Prime thing is I use my Prime to subscribe to either my other channel or other people's channels, so I can help support other creators and stuff.
anybody who subscribes today will make you a balloon animal live on stream.
Nobody heard
I
that.
can
Zach's counting on the
with
fact
the
that nobody heard
slinky.
that.
I can even entertain with a slinky.
2 pennies worth.
What are you talking about? I even got the whole.
You're all ready, huh?
Yeah, I can make my favorite balloon animal, dead worm.
The worm.
The worm.
Okay, yeah. So it does look like the stairs up start over here. So you would have to get past the owl bears to get to the stairs.
Yeah,
Now,
I say we just smash them.
you could climb up the side here, but you would be within reach or spitting distance of the owl bears, so to speak, anyways. So you have to be you'd have to be very careful of trying to stealth past them if you were trying to do that. But
But let's consider this. Owl bears are a menace as they exist already. Let's add wings
They
to them.
are?
and others. Yes, they are. Vicious and dangerous monsters, dude.
I didn't realize that.
that's Grandolus'
But
take on it anyway.
After everything we've killed, wouldn't that make us the dangerous monsters?
Oh, I'm definitely a dangerous monster.
Oh my goodness. So what are you guys gonna do there then?
I'm open for a stealthy approach, but I'll go with the flow
Yeah.
of whatever the group would like to do.
I'll tell you what. If you guys can stealth up the stairs, I'll follow. If not, we got to fight.
Joe technically can get up there with very little noise.
I could go invisible.
Visible don't
Okay.
make you quiet, bro.
Okay, so go ahead
Alright.
if you want to go invisible and then you get advantage on your stealth checks, then that helps too. So
That helps. Helps. You roll a pair of ones, trip and fall over your shoes. Put them on the wrong feet.
forgot to tie your shoes. All right, so you want to go invisible, Gavor, or
Yeah.
okay.
I'll do my racial.
And Kaida
I'm just trying-
and Kaida can go invisible at will, so that's not a
Yeah.
issue there. All right, what about
What?
you, Luther? I know you're super stealthy. I know Luther's super stealthy. Okay. Wait a minute. Let's be real. I want Luther to roll. Hmm. I'll let you. I'll even let you pick either a wisdom check, an intelligence check, or a charisma check. One of those three. You just pick whichever one you think is going to be the best to decide whether or not Luther doesn't want to pet the big fluffy bears.
Yeah, they make it fluffy.
Okay, and I'll even let you decide high or low. What do you want? High or low for is good for you.
I had an ADHD moment. Please repeat your choices
Okay,
again.
so high or low, Zach. What would you rather roll to be good for you? Would you rather roll high and it's good for you, or would you rather roll low and it's good for you?
Hi.
Okay, all right. So roll a d20 based on your either your charisma, your wisdom, or your intelligence. You pick one of those three. And just roll. You can just roll right off your sheet under charisma, intelligence, or wisdom. And if it rolls high, then you're good.
I just click wisdom.
Yeah, click wisdom. Yep. And you should roll a wisdom check, a straight wisdom check. Oh, 12. Okay, you're on the upper side of the spectrum there, but all right. So I will let you decide whether or not Luther feels like he has a need to pet the fluffy bunnies. I mean, fluffy owlbears. You know what I'm saying?
Fluffy bears.
Luther's like, I want to pet it, but I don't have time to pet it since I'd have to pet that one, and then I have to pet that one, and then I have to pet that one. And he's just
All
like
right.
muttering to himself, pointing at each one. He's trying to work out how much time he's got to
Do I have time to pet
Poorly.
these? Do I have time to pet these bunnies?
one.
All right.
It's like, I'm supposed to be doing stuff, and just kind of weighing his options out.
All right. So go ahead and make a stealth check if you want to try to stealth up there. Then. James, your stealth check is good.
Did great on his stealth check. Until he finds out he needs a 26 to pass it.
James, your stealth check is so good you lose yourself for a moment.
That seems familiar.
Oh, 14. Let's see, what is the owlbear's passive? Okay, their passive is still 11, so... But you are in plain sight, kind of, so let me make a contested one for them. Because I don't think it would be fair to not. And they do have keen sight and smell, so we're going to give them a
Luther
perception.
don't exactly smell too good.
Well, you are in kind of plain sight-ish. 10. Okay. All right. You successfully navigate your way past the two owl bears.
Very much watching over the little ones.
They seem to have occupied each other more so than noticed you guys.
You ever be asleep and you smell something bad and you're just like, what the hell is that? We're like too tired to deal with it.
Or
That's
worse
what
yet,
one of them could
one
probably do.
owlbear blames the other owlbear for farting.
Okay, I'm gonna put you guys here. I'm gonna put you there and you there. You might have to zoom out for a second to see where you're at, guys. Joe, are you gonna try to stealth up there?
No, I'm just going to go up there.
You're just gonna walk up there?
Nope, I'm going to teleport.
Oh, can you teleport up there?
Sure, why not? It's 30 feet, right?
Well, you gotta see it, right? To Misty Step. So
Yeah,
you're just teleporting to the top of the stairs. So you're saying?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. That's what I kind of thought you were gonna do originally, but then when you said you were teleporting up there, I thought maybe you could somehow teleport to the top. But okay,
Hey, we all did our
okay,
abilities.
there you go. Okay, so now you got to move up a little or scroll, zoom out and then zoom back in, kind of.
Grab both of me. Okay, I just double stacked my tokens so that
Yeah,
I
I
gotta
just put
keep
them
track
both
of
up
them.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, one second here.
Can we fight something this time, guys? Finally, shouldn't be.
Not allowed.
Mhm.
No. No, we don't want to
What
fight this.
is that?
Okay, so
Go right.
in there, as you get up to the top of the stairs, you notice that there is um, an expansive library. Its contents is well preserved, considering the whole wear on the tower, is pretty rough. The shelves line the walls, and there's 2 rows of bookshelves filling the room. Or and there's rows of bookshelves filling the room, each brimming with an uncountable amount of books in small storage chests. In the center of the chamber stands a raised dais with a large tome upon it. One second. You also see what appears to be a zombie kind of moving about the room.
Awesome. We like zombies.
So yeah, he just kind of like
Maybe he's a librarian.
he does look like he's wearing some sort of tattered scholarly robes.
Tattered.
They're not the type of robes or finery you would expect to see on somebody who owned a tower like this. They're just kind of more like an acolyte's robes or an
Civet.
apprentice type robes.
Civet. So they're like
Wait,
James's robes.
Maybe. Anyway, so what are you guys gonna
Gavor.
do?
I'm gonna ask Gavor if that's his robes. Is that dude stealing from you?
okay, I'm gonna do I want to do a insight check to recognize what in who he is. Try to figure out what would figure out about him
Okay.
Very
or
little.
it.
Very, very little.
Go ahead and give me that insight check. Remember, you're not at advantage for this one.
Okay. Just blame for the insight. There we go.
All right, insight of 18 is really good. You realize that this is definitely an apprentice. You see that there are some scratch marks, claw marks on his robes, and in the flesh of the zombie. And you realize that maybe he got too close to the owl bears, or had a mishap when he was feeding them, or something. But or maybe that's when they broke out. Maybe they attacked him, or maybe he tried to attack them to defend himself, and they returned fire, so to speak. Either way, you figure it was the owl bears who killed him, and yeah, so he's definitely an apprentice that was here at the tower, stationed here at the tower. That's about all you know.
See that, Gavor?
Okay.
Owl bear claw marks. I told you we should have killed him. We could end up just like him if we let them continue to run around.
Or maybe throw him down the stairs to them.
Maybe throw you down the stairs to them. I don't like this guy.
Oh, you're kind of snarky, aren't you?
He's kind of like just standing there. He's got like a book in his hand, like some kind of book, and it looks like he's trying to figure out what to do with that book. And you see him standing on a decidedly open spot, like an open slot in the in the rows of books, but he's just kind of just
Not able to talk very well. Okay.
See what that book is, Gavor.
Okay. Time to find out what the book is.
Okay, the book on the raised dias is a rather not ornate, super ornate, but a rather ornate spell book. Um, it has a like a sort of a runic sigil on the cover. That from knowing Arcana, means it spells out the word Dubious.
Hmm.
BS book.
It's a dubious at best. Oh, anyway. Um,
Let's see. I'm checking to see if I have a way. Ah,
What's in it?
comprehend languages. Is that verbal or written? Oh, that's written,
it's
isn't it?
both. It's both. Comprehend languages is both.
Okay, good thing I had that so I can communicate with this poor schmuck and figure out what's going on.
Uh, you mean with the zombie?
Yeah.
No, the zombies don't speak.
With comprehend languages, wouldn't it work?
No, if you don't speak, you don't speak.
If he was speaking a language, it would work. But it's hard to decipher. You know.
Absolutely not. You just said, hi, welcome to my lair.
If you had speak with dead, it might kind of sort of work, I guess.
Uh, if I had
Hey,
that, but I
charade.
don't.
You're unprepared once you
It's with
do
him.
that work.
You might actually have to kill him and finish him off to speak with dead. I don't know. So I guess that's sort of nebulous. I suppose speak with dead. I would allow it probably to speak with undead
Uh,
also, depending.
I think you would.
I mean,
yeah, but
technically it's supposed to be a corpse, but I think I would allow it. Because
but if I
an
could, I
undead's a
would.
walking corpse. It might as well be.
Right.
The only thing
We
I
all
could
fit
try
here
is
in this.
comprehend languages. Try to understand what he's trying to
Oral!
say.
You can't play with the zombie.
Okay, okay.
How about you worry about what's in that book, mister?
So you want
Okay.
to check out the book? You're checking out the book.
Yep.
Okay.
You guys also notice that the whole room, compared to the rest of the tower, the whole room seems to be in like nearly immaculate condition. Um,
Taking as many books as we can.
That's good. That
uh,
means this guy has been keeping it.
the spellbook looks
Keep.
just like any other wizard's spellbook, basically. In this case, this spellbook contains mostly utility spells up to 4th level. Alarm, Animal Friendship, Charm Person, Comprehend Languages, Featherfall, Grease, Identify, Long Strider, Unseen Servant, Alter Self, Continual Flame, Gentle Repose, Knock, Levitate, Locate Object, Misty Step, Rope Trick, Spider Climb, and so on. There's a lot more too. Um,
That'll be really useful for me in 2 level.
yeah, yeah.
Grab that, or take it with us.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so
So should we just put this poor zombie out of his misery and loot all these wonderful books? Is there another exit out of here?
there's
Luther wants to try talking to the zombie.
there's no other exits out of here up here. Um, yeah, there is no other exits out of here. But there are, like I said, there was a bunch of books and a couple small storage chests.
So we're gonna be
Um,
loot. I'll be checking some storage chests.
okay, there's here. Let me do this here. Let me find a chest, man.
Luther was to go talk to the zombie.
Didn't find anything. Wilbur Dolly's been here this whole time.
Well,
Ah,
he's not being hostile or anything, so we could just go look about. If he becomes hostile, we'll put him down.
oh yeah, he's definitely gonna be hostile once you start moving around the room.
Oh yeah, I'm
Oh,
hoping
oh,
so.
wrong thing. Okay, this way. Okay. No, actually, that's right like that. Okay, so you find the storage chests there and there, Grandolith.
Go to the one by the 6.
Yeah, and the 6 doesn't really appear on the ground. That's just a map
Yeah.
thing.
So yeah, up there. Want to investigate it. Yeah, I would like to investigate the chest. Does it appear to be locked?
um, when you're gonna look at the one by the 6. When
Yeah.
you go to investigate it,
Laughs at me?
it doesn't appear to be locked. It appears to be like have it like sitting there with the hasp like open kind of, but like and there's no lock laying around, but you can see like the hasp is lifted.
Okay. Yeah. The other one look about the same?
The other one looks like the hasp is lowered, but also not locked.
I would like to investigate for trap. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I want to search for traps.
All right.
What do you need from me,
Hey.
almighty DM?
Look, that's what I'm doing. You guilty pup.
Um, I guess go ahead and use do you have thieves tools?
Probably not yet.
Okay, then you
I
could
did
do
just
a
take
sleight of
some.
hand. You could do investigation check. I mean,
Investigation. I like the sounds of that. I'm really bad at that skill. No traps. I open the chest.
okay. Yeah. All right, you go to open the chest and roll initiative.
Hold on, I gotta find my character first.
And everybody roll initiative,
There you are.
just in case,
Right. This is a mimic. Bite my head off. Initiative. I got phenomenally good initiative. I should probably move my character.
I'm really fast.
Right, this one's my character. This is my shadow that I don't have one. Yeah. Lunchtime.
Lunchtime.
Mimic, I guess.
It is a mimic,
Can you
indeed.
eat mimics? I wonder what mimic tastes like. We should have grilled mimic.
I would think a little bit like clam.
Well, at least it's not chicken.
Like almost like a cross between clam and chicken.
Speaking of chicken,
Does it go?
yesterday
Is it clicking?
Clicking.
You clam chicken with an aftertaste of asparagus.
All right. So did everybody roll initiative?
Yes, we did.
yes.
Descending
Luther's
order. Luther's
start that.
first. Yeah.
See,
First time. Yay!
smash the mimic.
Yeah,
Luther.
it's gonna be Luther. Luther will be the
Yeah, you see
one
the-
starting the show
You see
today.
the chest that Joe is like investigating. It just springs to life, and a tongue like flails out of it and swipes at Joe.
Ah,
At Grandolith.
no.
So what's Luther gonna
Bad,
do?
bad box.
I knew,
Watch me die a horrible death, probably.
I knew a
knowing
girl
Luther.
like that once. Anyway,
Watch you die a horrible death.
no, a bad box.
It won't let me move the characters. There's something wrong. Am I doing something wrong?
Oh yeah, because you're trapped by dynamic lighting. There you go. Let me put you right there. Now you should be able to move it. Yes, no.
Yeah.
There we go.
I should be able to move right here, right?
Yep.
$1.35.
If it took a nickel to poo, I'd throw up. Let me tell you. uh,
And when the of
but
course
he's
when
gonna
of
yell.
course when the mimic springs to life, the zombie takes note and drops his book and starts walking over towards you guys, or starts turns towards you guys and starts walking that way. All right, go ahead, Luther.
Just yelling at the box. Bad box, bad. Uh, just a second.
Weird stuff.
Can I use an animal handling on the mimic?
An animal.
You can try, but it's not an animal, so I mean it probably wouldn't work.
Okay, I want to just like force the mouth shut and just sit on it, but like bad box.
Oh, you want to try to do that? You can still try to do that, but I mean,
I'd have to roll pretty high for that to work, huh?
no, I mean,
72.
depends. So you're gonna make a strength athletics check.
Strength athletics.
Yep. Okay, that's good.
Nice.
Okay, and we'll do a contested one just for you know. Okay, yep. So so you get the lid closed, and you know, and you can see like
Basically-
there's eyes like looking out at and it's like doing weird things, but you get the lid closed, and you've got the thing like essentially stuck closed, but you notice
Kind of like an alligator.
there's a something wrong. How are you when you close the lid to like sit on it? How are you doing? Are you like just kind of pushing it closed with your hands?
I've got like my right foot, and I'm just like stomping it shut.
Okay. And then are you gonna sit on it? Okay, actually,
Well,
before you get the chance to sit on it, you notice that your foot is kind of stuck to it.
Oh no!
So you can make a on your next turn you can make a strength check to get away from it, but essentially it's got an adhesive grip on your boot or your foot, whatever the case may be.
That's keeping it closed.
Yeah. So if you take your boot off there, to try to break it free, then it will no longer be closed at this point. But anyways, so is that it for Luther, or are you gonna do something else? I figure you might have a bonus action left.
Luther didn't think this far ahead.
That's Luther.
Well, Luther's probably never fought a mimic before either, so in fairness, All right. So anything else for Luther?
That's it for now.
Okay. All right. So
Oh,
then
I just had this idea.
No, not an idea.
here's an idea. What's this idea?
Yeah,
Like
the
turn
idea
to the
is
others
try
and be
to-
like, Luther's boot is stuck. Don't touch it. It's sticky.
I was thinking about trying to use a zombie, and that stick it together and toss it down for the owlbears to play with.
Okay, you see you could probably do that, but so Luther, you see a tendril type thing come out of the side of this chest, and it also attacks you. This tendril type thing, this thing coming out of the side of the chest, and it hits Luther. Ouch! For 14 damage, and
Oof.
then not only that, but
Nice knowing you, Luther.
because it did that, and because of the how it's set up with you, you are essentially restrained. it is like they got this tendril wrapped around you, kind of. Uh, aside from just smacking you in the face for 14 damage, it's also restraining you now. So your boot and this tendril is glued to you. So you're not just grappled, you're restrained also. All right, and then it can't bite you though. Its bite attack is kind of sealed off right now at the moment because you're pushing down on its head. All right, Grandolith.
Okay. Now,
I
my
can hear them.
shadow.
I can hear them
My
mowing.
bonus.
I can hear them mowing.
Here, let me
Shadow
see if I can.
bonus action.
Bonus action, echo, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I.
Hey, I'm gonna do a dolphin pun. Where's your echo location?
Um, I think I'm going to put my echo. I pulled him out, but I'm not going to place him there.
No, not
I think
there.
I'm going to
Okay.
put him here. And then I'm going to go this way and engage the zombie.
Okay, you're gonna go out of the range of the mimic.
Yes.
Okay. It tries to swipe at you and misses.
Okay.
Another little tendril
So,
pops out.
um, so I will make a pair of attacks on him.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's a hit for sure.
And get one.
11. Those are both hits, and 9 is. Whoops, I don't know why that's like that, but okay. It drops down to the ground. It is prone, but
Okay.
it is also still alive. It's kind of like like just dangling around the ground, kind of like looking up at you, blank-eyed.
Right. My echo will make a longbow shot at the mimic holding Luther.
Okay, that's a good hit for 8 damage. Wait, but I gotta look at what is it? I don't know why none of this stuff is coming up right, but it's kind of does that anyway. Hold on.
Some bad guys, they deserve it. They shouldn't have turned into
All
a
right.
monster.
And if you'd like to catch Joe doing more karaoke, that'll be on this other channel.
I should have played a bard.
All right. So good. All right. So Joe, you hit that one for 8. And that's it for you, right?
That is it for me.
Okay, Gavor, you're up.
Okay,
What is
I'm
Gavor
looking
gonna do?
over. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What am I gonna do? um. Well, to make it a little even, well, let's see. Nobody's really hurt yet, except maybe Luther.
Yeah, no, Luther got hurt a little bit.
Bonus.
Bleeding out. He's dying, man. You better save him.
The zombie to the south is like, you know, alive
Getting
still,
hammered.
alive still, but it's pretty much defeated, just about. I mean,
Eat it.
Okay. So, let's see. What I'll do is.
Pew, 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 pew. Dude, you're a warlock. What else are you going to do? Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast. All right. So for 7 damage,
On the mimic.
On the mimic, yep.
Okay, and since I had the healing light thing,
Uh-oh. You did?
bonus
Hmm.
action, I'm gonna use a um I was gonna
Healing light.
use how much damage did Luther take?
I
Uh,
took 14.
Okay, so I'm thinking 2 dice.
Took 14 damage.
yeah, 14.
Okay,
Awful.
so
You'll never survive so much damage.
It was a lot of damage for one hit, but you know, it was also only one hit.
I've been hit harder.
Absolutely. He takes some
okay,
kind of hit.
let's see, it's 2d6.
2d6. 2d6. What you gonna do with him? What you gonna do with him? Miss.
Okay, so you get
Okay, you got
8 hit
8
points
of
back.
attack. Yep, and that's I'm just using 2 of the dots, and that will be it. Yep,
What you
that'll
got,
be it.
man? Thought you were a mighty warrior.
I'm a warlock. I cast spells. I do stuff from a distance.
Clearly not very well. Poor Luther's over there dying.
All right, the zombie uses.
Well, I healed him and hit the mimic.
The zombie uses half of its movement to stand back up, and
Right.
it tries to attack Grandolith and misses terribly. and then
Smack it, Luther.
and then Luther, you're up. You are restrained. So let me just go. Basically, you can attack, but your attacks are at a disadvantage. Um,
Luther's gonna do something else if you'll allow it.
you can break free. Is that what? Yeah. What is this something else? It depends on what it is.
I'm going to. I'm gonna try to intimidate the box. Be like, let me go, or I'm gonna smash you, or something like that.
Intimidate the
Oh,
mimic.
No.
intimidate the mimic.
Yeah, he's gonna be like,
Oh,
brothers, let me go, or I'm gonna use you for firewood.
I assist him.
You can try.
Insist to intimidate.
Yeah, you
Oh
can.
yeah, I have that skill.
All I can see is that cartoon where there's the big dog getting ready to fight, and the little chihuahua's behind it, jumping up and down. Yeah, get him.
You said I'm the Chihuahua.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Okay. You feel
It didn't do anything.
you feel like you were very intimidating. James, what? Oh, you're trying to intimidate too? Okay.
No, I was assisting.
Oh well, you don't roll for assistance. You would be Zach. Roll again because you'd be at advantage. That'd be how that works.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And no, you can't use James's 24 roll. But if you get a 24 roll, I'll allow it. I'll allow you to use it. Oh, even worse. Okay, so we'll keep the 6. We'll keep the 6, and
You're so bad at intimidating.
but you feel
Laughs at me.
you feel like yeah, the mimic laughs and lets you go. It's, no, so yeah, you feel like you've been very intimidating, but you don't see anything the mimic react in any way, shape, or form that would be. Is there anything you're going to do while are you going to try to break free, or
I guess I'll try to break free.
intimidation is basically a free action? You know, that's just kind of you going, hey, Okay, so
Roll
you
a
can make a strength check, strength athletics, or dexterity acrobatics.
Oh,
Set up some macro.
Do what?
Happened.
Acrobatics or strength athletics. Yep. Okay, athletics. Oh, I don't think that is enough to even.
Nope.
I don't think that's enough to even beat the original initial hold.
I think
What
I
is it?
need like a
Falcon's
16.
still
DC
shot.
13. Oh, DC 13 is enough to break free of the adhesive. Yes. Okay. Yep. It is a DC 13.
Oh.
You just matched it, so you just barely break free of the hold. So that's your action, and you have a bonus action if you want.
My hand comes out.
Your foot.
Yeah, foot. Sorry, foot goes. Ew, stepped it,
Yeah, you
nasty.
got some kind of stringy goo coming from it, like the ectoplasmic residue from the Ghostbusters thing. Slime me.
He slimed me, Marvin. He slimed me.
All right, so
Um, I guess I'm. I guess Luther's just gonna attack him.
do you have a
With
bonus
the,
action attack?
Uh,
You could rage as your bonus
stretch.
action. I know you have a bonus action rage. I don't
You
know
have
that.
oh, yeah, you got to be raised to get a bonus action attack.
Well, no,
Oh yeah.
I think you can get a bonus action, but I don't know if you have a bonus. I don't know if you have a bonus action that's an attack. Is what I'm saying. Like,
No,
No,
that's
I'm
it.
saying
That's
I
it.
think he gets a bonus action attack, but it's only when
oh,
he's
if
raging.
he's raging, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna. I think that's all I can do. I'm gonna go ahead and pass to the next person.
Okay, well, the next person is a treasure chest that is actually a mimic, and so when you get away from him and take your foot off him, he tries to bite you, and I think he misses. Yeah, he misses. All right,
They won't mimic.
and then Grandolith.
All right. So, Randall, here we go. I'm going to attack. That hit that zombie?
That does. For
Does
9
that finish that
damage. 9 damage. We will check. Probably, but he gets a save. So, and it does finish the zombie. So the zombie goes down and is no longer moving.
Okay, so now Luther is engaged now in combat with the mimic, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Here.
Shooting with the longbow.
Yep.
Okay. For 9 damage.
Yep.
All right. That's a good hit. Good solid hit. Dude does 9 damage to it. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Okay.
Here to rifle some pockets.
I say, don't you? Oh, because your echo's not over there. Okay, yeah. Well, your echo could still make its attack with a.
That was the echo that made the bow shot.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you get 2 attacks or no? Are you 5th level?
Do? Yes.
So do you not want? I thought that second one attack was your attack.
No.
So do you want to make
Do I
a
get
second?
2 attacks with my thing too? I think I do. Come to think of it,
If you're 5th level, you get 2 attacks.
with my echo too, right?
No, just one. Just one with your echo as a bonus action, but you get 2 as you.
Well, I don't need another attack because I wouldn't have to switch to my other weapon.
Well, no, but you can take your scimitar and move over there and attack it.
Yeah, I'm staying here.
Okay. All right, that's fair. All right, Gavor. And you're looting the corpse,
Okay.
right? You said you were looting the corpse, right? Joe.
I am going to Eldritch Blast the Mimic. Oh wow, I'm so dangerous.
Whenever I take the attack
Ouch.
action, I can make 1 additional melee from the echo's position.
whenever you take the attack action. Yeah. So you take the attack
I make-
action, you get one attack basically.
Right. So if I make 2 attacks, he can do 2 attacks.
No, if you make two, it's still one attack action
Oh,
because you get with extra attack. It's every time you take the attack action, you get an extra attack.
gotcha.
Not an extra attack action, so to speak. But
Gotcha.
all right, so
Well, I pull my bow with that other action.
one damage minus one.
Yeah, I was very effective on my Eldritch Blast.
Woohoo! Pow! Ow! Mighty
I
warrior.
know a killer number of 1.
You hit it in the eye and it starts crying. No, okay.
Yeah,
The zombie is dead. Okay, Gavor, is that it for you? All right, Luther, you're up.
Luther's gonna smack the mimic with his club. I think I've still got it in my inventory. He's gonna smack the chest with his club because he doesn't want his axe getting stuck to it.
Okay.
Uh,
Club's okay to get stuck, but not the axes. That's what I'm hearing, right?
Ah.
Okay.
That's what I heard.
All right, go ahead and make your club attack. Okay, 12 is a miss. You swing at it, but it kind of starts to
it whiffs.
it starts to yeah, like it starts to kind of like move a little bit, and it just misses it.
Wow. What a janky little dude.
that was a little cheeky little fellow.
Bonus action.
I've got. No, actually, I've got extra attack with Barbarian.
Yep. So you should be able to have another attack.
I'm gonna try again.
All right. Going clubbing.
Hey,
Go!
better, so way better.
Okay, hang on. Let me read something.
I hear like a faint kind of
The music.
action music. In
Yeah, that's the aggressor music from Kevin MacLeod there. Okay, so that's a hit for sure. So go ahead and mouse over it in the chat window where it says club, and then click on that for damage. For 6 damage. And you notice as you go to pull the club away, it is stuck fast.
Ah, damn it! I didn't think that would actually happen.
But you could try to pull it free if you wanted to using a strength check, strength athletics.
You smacked it so good it got stuck.
So you want to try to pull it free real quick?
Oh, I want to try something else.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
I pick up the mimic while it's still stuck to the club.
Can you? Is that what you're asking?
If I
You
do
can
a roll for it.
you can try, but what will likely happen is likely the strength check will exceed the DC, so the club will come loose. I.e., the mimic is the mimic is heavier than its adhesive will probably hold necessarily, maybe, but we'll see.
Aw, I wanted to have a new living club. I got a mimic on a stick.
Okay, so here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna roll a strength athletics check. If you roll a 10 through a 12, you pick up the mimic. The mimic remains attached to the club. Okay, nope. So you free your club. Is basically what happens there. You go to pick it up, and the mimic starts to budge, and then the club just kind of rips free of the adhesive.
He's not stuck on his stick no more.
All right, that's it for Luther, right?
Yeah.
All right, so this mimic takes a swipe at you. It wants that club back. No, okay, and it misses. All right, Grandolith.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. All right, so we're gonna start with Grandolph making 2 bow shots into that thing.
Okay,
Oof, oof, and
those. The first
Oh,
one's
nice.
good. The first one's good, but the second one leaves a little bit to be desired. The first one's real good though. Hold on.
and then from the uh, shade.
Okay, so with that first one's a critical hit, right? So let's do a roll a D100 for me, Joe.
Oh no, a D100. I haven't rolled one of those in so long.
Didn't you roll one on your last birthday?
76. Oh, inspirational display. All allies receive advantage on their next roll,
Oh, nice.
and this does double damage. So the first one did 1, 3, 12, so 15, so 30 damage is how much damage you did. Just chonked it hard.
That's
You
a
actually
good hit.
you actually see the it looked like this mimic was getting ready to transform into its amorphous form maybe, and when you hit it with the bow, the first bolt goes screaming through it, ripping, like you can see it ripping amorphous ichor out the back of the thing, and as it plunks into the bookshelf behind it. All right. So the second one, make me another D100 roll because that second one was. Oh wait, no, that second one. Yeah, that second one was a crit fail. So
But
Uh,
let's see what happens with that second one.
yeah, the second one was a fumble. Roll another
But you never
D100.
know what happens. It could be really hilarious too.
73. So as good as that first one was, the second one, uh,
Now has
the
an
second
arrow
one,
in his
the
ass.
second one basically, you kind of fumble around with the arrow, and kind of drop it, and you reach down and grab it and pick it back up, and it's all like one quick action, but it slowed you down enough that next round you're going last.
nice. That's lucky.
All right, and then
I
the
like
last one was from your
I
echo, right?
Yeah. Yes.
The last one's from your echo, and that does another 13 damage. 13, right?
Yes.
But why did I move the mimic? Mimic, you didn't move. Okay, good deal. All right, and that's it for Grandolith, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, Gavor.
Okay, I am going to.
James took his hat off. Now he looks like a mad scientist. You're going to Eldritch Blast. Okay, nine damage.
Yeah,
This
but you said because of the inspiration thing, so would it be doubled?
no, you have inspiration, so you'd be at advantage. But so you could roll again. You could roll again to see if you nat 20 it. You might as well.
Crit vision.
Might as well see if you get another crit. You guys could theoretically just like do some explosive crits going on.
Far better than the alternative.
Don't wit.
Oh, nope. Okay.
Finally, it rolled.
Yeah, nope. Okay, the first one was higher, so. But at 9 damage is total what you did.
And I'm gonna use. How bad is Luther still hurting?
Only a little bit.
He's got like a
Okay,
scratch
so-
now.
Okay, so right now everybody's kind of okay.
Yeah. Kind of. Okay.
Okay, that'll be it.
Okay.
Glad to hear. You've done a wonderful job. Thank you for your assistance in today's endeavor.
All right. End of round, and then Luther will get his next turn.
We agreed Luther wasn't getting any more turns.
Luther wants to bonk the chest again.
The box, the box.
And
I get
apparently
stuck
someone
to the
in
stick, so I
chat,
should use that as a sticking chompy club.
What he
apparently
said.
someone wants,
Don't believe
someone in
him.
chat wants to, someone wants in chat wants to name the mimic Charlie.
Name that tune. The mimic is now named Charlie. Okay. Was that you that wanted to name
Okay.
Baby.
it? Okay, the mimic's name is Charlie. Okay.
Now I'm gonna hit Charlie upside the head with a club.
Okay.
You go to the club with Charlie.
Death to Charlie. Okay, 16 is a hit. And for 6 damage. And that will, the mimic kind of reverts to its amorphous form. And it's kind of like this blobby looking thing on the ground with a mouth and some tendrils sticking out, kind of, and just this icky looking thing.
Would you?
And it, is that it for Luther? You got another attack too, Luther, if you want it.
Luther's gonna bonk it again.
Alright. Stay down, naughty storage chest.
Quit trying to bite me! Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Okay, that
I
one
think
is
I missed
that
on
one.
that one.
I think it. Well, no, I think that's still a hit though. Hang on. Yeah, that's still a hit. Just barely.
He's like, good, John.
Okay, you
my
see it.
shoe."
You see the mimic like start to kind of blend in with the floor and turns all sorts of shades of gray and stuff, and you can see it's sort of trying to disengage, and then it just slowly stops moving and remains like a grayish pink color on the ground.
A goo.
Like
And
almost,
the mimic hamburger.
Limicide.
yeah.
I don't think that's how you get this club to stick to it.
Some kind of strange puddle of flesh, like grayish pink flesh, like goo.
Taste it. Taste it, Gavor. That tastes like
Taste
chicken.
it.
Tastes like
lick it,
chicken.
lick it.
I'll do a dice on the healing dice thing for Luther. That should
Holy
probably
shit.
get him back up to full.
Oh, thanks. I'm over here almost dead. You're just take care of Luther.
Gregulus, how are you feeling?
Fine, I didn't take any damage. I'm just messing with you. I seen somebody decide they want.
I think there's a scratch there. Here. Oh, wait a second. Get rid of that scratch. Rub it off a pile of dirt off of you. Give you 2 health if you needed it. Basically, I'm just helping out everybody.
Just being a helpful kind of guy.
That's what he does. Now let's check out all these books and stuff.
All right.
You said you only gave me. You said you gave me 2 health.
I rolled 4 for Luther, but I gave 2 for Grandolith.
Grandolith isn't wounded at all. Give it to Luther.
Well, I'm still in like a heal. I regained these hit dice
You
when
know,
I.
you know.
Yeah, just give it to Luther. He needs them. I don't.
Oh,
He's
are you
almost
still
dead.
down?
Yeah, a lot. He's almost dead, dude. You nearly killed him. Your evil powers.
To my lazy eye act up. Look at this.
Okay, is Grandolith gonna go check out that other chest now? That
Oh, absolutely. He's going to send his little shadow being over there to open it.
okay. He opens it.
Say the old.
It clicks open. Um,
Of course it does.
you find a strange you find a strange looking vial inside with a grayish brown liquid in it.
Oh.
And also you find several items of treasure.
Ooh.
Let's see.
And Waldo. You found Waldo. He was taking a nap in the box.
That's where he's been.
Roll a d10 for me, Joe.
A G10.
Yep.
Man.
And then Gavor, we'll have you roll 2d10.
Okay.
So Joe, you find five zircons at 50 gold pieces each.
Party treasure.
And then Gavor, you rolled an 11. So Joe, you also find 11 platinum pieces. And then we'll have Luther, you can roll 1d20.
Alrighty.
And then Joe, you're gonna roll 4d6. So eight gold pieces.
46.
Yep. And what'd you get there? 8 on 46. Man, you guys are coming up short on a lot of that stuff. Whew, goodness. Okay. So and 8 silver. That's all right.
They checked the zombie.
You also notice that there's 2 paintings in the room that are hanging up. They are worth about 35 gold pieces apiece. None of you guys have a portable hole though, so you might have to come back for them or something. But they're big paintings. You guys could carry them. It's just strap them onto Luther's back, I guess, or take them down and roll them up, something like that. There's a tapestry worth probably about 50 gold pieces.
Luther wants the tapestry. Make a
Okay.
nice blanket.
Tapestry.
4 zircons, Brian?
How many zircons was there? 11? Was there? Hold on one second. It was whatever you rolled. 5 zircons. I forgot to put the number in there. 5 zircons worth 50 gold pieces each. So 250 gold pieces worth of zircons. The tapestry is worth 50 gold pieces. And paintings times 2 worth 35 each. Then there is the matter of the spell book in the middle of the room, which
that's
you
the
know
one
would
that-
fetch a good price from any kind of wizard, merchant, whatever that kind of thing.
Oh, I'd be investigating that myself. Since I am a spellcaster.
You're not a spellcaster. You're kind of a spellcaster.
Yeah, I'm a kind of a spellcaster. Yeah.
Almost a spellcaster, but not quite.
Okay,
Hey,
so
I don't know what we have right now.
in this instance, this is Adubeus' spell book. I'm gonna put in what spells it has.
Put that into the treasure too.
It does have several spells in it, as I mentioned. Nice long list there. It is worth, it is worth a lot of money, but it also has a lot of notes and just knowledge, arcane knowledge and information written into the back.
Oh, just knowledge itself is priceless.
And in this case, three times per day, the spellbook as an action can be used to look up useful information about some particular fact pertaining to arcane knowledge, planar travel, history, or any other topic I deem fit. Basically. But basically, arcane knowledge, planar travel, like magical type stuff. When you want to invoke it, you roll a percentile dice, and there's a 75% chance that the book contains the needed info. The book opens itself magically to the desired page, and if the book doesn't contain the knowledge, it instead opens to a random factoid that most closely resembles the knowledge that you seek. And you also know, like, this being a spell book as it is, you could easily find a buyer for like 1,000 gold pieces or more.
You gonna put down that information about the thing so I can copy and paste it?
Sure. I was gonna say I could make a handout for the spell book, but
Okay, you just do
Yeah.
that.
let me do that. Okay.
Actually, that would be better.
Okay. Let's do that. Dubious spell book. Let's find us a.
Background lore. Bah.
Let's find ourselves a spell book.
Do y'all mind if I go to the restroom?
Nope. Sounds good.
Go ahead.
Why don't we go
I'm
ahead and
just
take a
looking
little break?
over the
Well, I
party
mean, if you're gonna
treasure.
do it on stream, make sure no junk is showing.
Yeah, make sure it's always the liquid flying.
I'm gonna step out and go to the bathroom.
All right, so we'll go to be right back and
Oh,
transition to that.
hey Brian,
They can hear us talking about inane banter chatter. Yeah,
Inane banter. I
inane
like it.
banter. So yeah, I'm working on this spell book here, so filling in the stuff for that. Water breathing.
Water breathing, what, third?
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
And arcane eye is arcane eye his
It's
fourth.
fourth.
Okay, arcane
Yep,
eye
and
is
the
fourth.
rest of
Okay,
them are all four.
so the rest is fourth. So fourth level. I should have LEVEL. I should have all of them capitalized for level. L, capital L, capital L. Yes, yes, all those people watching, I should have probably had this prepared beforehand, but you know, I didn't. So, meh. Okay, no, okay. Arcane I-E-Y-E. Control water. Not that any of you guys can cast fourth level spells. Anyways, you could cast them out of this book, though. The only thing is then of course they disappear out of the book.
Ain't no one touching my book.
Your book.
Touch, touch, touch.
So I'm going to be searching around for good books
No,
to take for
not
this.
the
We'll take as
faker.
many
The faker.
books as we can.
Hold on, let me see. Where are we at? Lehman's secret chest. Let's try this. We'll do the cheap version of that here. Oh, okay. What the?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Oh,
Did a copy and paste trick and it didn't work. Morden Kanan's private sanctum. Stone shape and polymorph. Alright, and I'm saving the changes, and then there you guys go. You can see the Dubious spellbook handout there.
Nice.
I'm claiming that book. Anyone trying to stop me?
You're not a wizard.
What? Neither are you.
I'm not a wizard.
Is there a
You're
wizard?
right. I'm not a
Is there,
wizard. I'm just the DM.
is there a wizard or someone named Harry in this party?
What's that?
Is there a wizard or someone named Harry in this party?
You're a real wizard, Harry.
Okay. I want the spell book. I have a reason for it.
A lizard, Harry.
All right.
Harry
And
wizard.
so you were looking up other books, right? You
Yeah,
said you were
yeah,
gonna
we're
look.
gonna-
You were
we're
gonna
gonna-
search around the library here for other books of interest. So
Yeah,
to speak.
that's just something to keep us occupied while James is identifying potions.
So what I want you guys to do. Hold on, where is it? I want you to. Where'd it go? Is this it? No, that's not it. Ah, okay. So I want you to roll.
Dracolich.
I want you to roll 1d6. We'll let everybody get a chance to. Actually, we'll let everybody get a chance to. We'll let everybody get a chance to look for books if you want. Does everybody want a chance to look for books?
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Don't roll.
Absolutely.
Don't roll yet. Don't roll anything yet.
All right.
And there's literally hundreds of books in here.
Yep.
It'll take you hours upon hours to go through all of them. But so what you go through, give me. I'm gonna say up to 12. So give me 3d4 because you're gonna find at least 3. But roll 3d4 and we'll see from there. Okay, so 10. Nice. Okay, nice. Okay, so then we're gonna start with Grandolith, and you're gonna roll 1d6. You want to keep that 6 that you rolled there? It doesn't matter
Sure.
which. Doesn't matter. The number is just basically what chart I'm going off of to decide what you get, what you see as far as books. Okay, so now that you rolled that, roll a d100.
No.
37.
37.
37. The first book is Income Management and Financial Assessment, a book containing several long chapters detailing ways to hoard, hide, and invest gold. Hidden within are several nude illustrations of the females of common races. I think they found that in one of the other groups.
Another
That's
cop.
funny.
All right.
Okay. All right. So next it'd be James. Yeah, James.
Well, I'm evidently I had something running in the background of my computer. No wonder it was acting slow.
Oh, okay. Well, just roll a d6
Um,
for me. Now
a D6.
that'll determine what chart I'm using.
We found a Master
Okay,
Roshi book
D6.
so far.
1. Okay. Oh. This is perfect for Gabor to roll this probably. All right. Go ahead and roll me a d100 now then, Gabor.
Okay.
What'd you get? 76. 76. Okay. This is a book called The Forbidden Harkness Symphony. It is a yellow vellum binding containing the last known work of the acclaimed composer Johann Harkness. Harkness was commissioned by an unknown benefactor to create this masterwork. He fell into a deep despair and locked himself away to work. After months of silence, his sisters had to force their way into his house. They found blots and notes scratched across the walls, and Johann, emaciated and huddling in a corner, trying to carve more tiny notes into a corner. He was committed to an asylum, dying shortly thereafter. While clearing out his house, the sisters found this binding full of notes, blots, and scribbles, and the binding was sold shortly thereafter, though neither sister would remember agreeing to sell it or who bought it. The binding was lost for decades until the Duke of the North held a summer gala for 300 guests. Officials later found all attendees and staff in the ballroom dead, torn apart by one another. The binding was left open on the stage. Opening or reading this book has no effect. But it's full of music composition, like music pages. So you can read it, and you can open it and read it, and basically like I guess that lore dump that I gave you. I guess you would probably know that from either there's a note inside of it or a note next to it. Hooked to it, attached to it somehow. And it would be in Adubeus's handwriting. All right, so Zach, you want to roll me a?
I'm adding this to the treasure list,
Okay.
James. And
Yeah.
then if you want a book, you got to let me know. Otherwise, we're just going to sell them in this town.
All right, so Zach, go ahead and roll a d6 to determine my which chart I'm going off of.
Just a second. Looked the wrong thing. Sorry about that.
So anybody else who wants to do this for their campaign, there's a site called dndspeak.com, the letter N, D, speak.com, and there's a thing called books, like D100 lists, and then go to books, and then there's 5 different lists of books, and I'm using a 6th one that is on a Reddit list. Okay, so
Oh, nice.
number 2, huh? Okay. This one is actually interesting. So because it's a random book generator. Number 2 is. It's a contemporary parody book entitled "Hunger for Names," a successful Nothic's book of baby names for any and all species.
Say that.
The book is
Why
about
would that be?
the book is about is in mint condition. Um, it is written in arcane writing, so you cannot even read the names per se unless you know Arcana. It's obviously not written in your mother's tongue, kind of thing, or common. The book is about 700 pages, 671 pages to be exact. and it's probably worth a little bit of money. You can tell it's well put together, and it's probably worth a little bit of money.
Well,
Who knows what to do with this book?
tell it.
Lucy's gonna go to the bathroom. Just kidding.
All right, there you go. All right, so then that's 3, and we've got 10, right? So Joe, go again with a D6 first, and then followed by a D100. Well, you might not have to do a D100. You might get the result that Zach got. 3. Okay, now a D100. This is perfect for Adubeus' tower.
Dubious now.
11, huh?
Nah, but you crank this shit up to 11, yeah.
Okay. The 11th book is this book is called the Arcana Sutra, filled with interesting illustrations on positions that might be considered magical to the opposing or like-minded individual.
Oh, yeah. That's actually an interesting book
All
if
right,
you're into it.
all right, James.
Listen about had calm down.
James Gavor, give me a roll of d6.
D6?
Oh, that bad dog.
Yep. All right, 2. Okay, so we're gonna generate another book. All right, you find a recently written interesting book entitled "Untitled Book." The book contains no text. The book contains no text and has a small hole cut into the pages, which contains something of value. Each page has a sort of semi-random object of value, be it like coins, a key, different things like that. The book has been leafed through, but is otherwise good condition. It is written in kind of pictograms and drawings, like for the words, but again, like I said, there's not really many words. It's no text. It's but there's some pictograms and drawings, and it is worth about 30 gold pieces, and has about 600 pages.
Nice.
So you could also, as an action, thumb through the book, and let's say you were wanting a key, some coins, a lockpick, like whatever, some kind of small object, and there'd be a chance that you could get that.
How many pages are there?
598 pages.
Oh, wow. That seems like fun. Random stuff.
Yeah, the kind of random stuff, like with 598 charges almost.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
All right, so Zach, you're up again. So give me a D6 roll. One. Oh, the other freaky one. Okay. Go ahead and roll a D100. 87. I don't know if the better stuff is at one end or the other, or if it matters, or it's just random. But on its face, this book is a manual on improving one's quality of sleep, with instructions for ways to construct finer bedding out of commonly available materials, how to heat, ventilate a sleeping area for maximum comfort, ways to improve quality of sleep in rough or field conditions, and meditations to ease the transition to sleep. If followed, Practitioners have an easier time getting to sleep, suffer fewer penalties, um, and have suffer fewer penalties if sleep is interrupted, and have dreams which would be disturbing to an outside observer but strike you as normal. Um, yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Putting it in there. It's called To Behold a Dream. I'm making a handout for that because there's a special circumstance for that one. There's a special circumstance for the other one too, but all right. And that is how many? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So 6 be James. James, roll us a d6.
Okay.
It's number 1, same chart. All right, we roll a d100. 43. You can also randomly generate a book based on each of these charts too. It's kind of neat how they have a random book generator for each of the charts. Um, this book is called Abomination, a book that appeals to nihilistic, entitled people who think the world is rigged. It promotes becoming a demigod monster called an abomination. Everyone who has done this ritual seems to have vanished without a trace. You know,
I wonder why they vanished.
maybe they became an abomination.
Yep, that's why they.
All right, and Joe, next one for number 7. 5. Ooh, I've been wondering when we get to that list. 90. Ooh, 90, 90, 90. Survey said, if one of you guys roll a nat 100, I'll let you guys make the choice of whether or not we want to. Oh, thanks, Premise Land. I'll give you the guys' choice of whether you want to keep the 100 that's on the list or generate a new book. So 90 is The Inner Workings of a Gulthias Tree, a dense academic treatise on the biology of cacti. If one has the patience, it is very interesting in its own way. The book also details a large number of edible cacti, as well as those that can be used as water sources in harsh deserts.
That might prove useful.
It might. All right, and Zach. No, James. Sorry. Did I skip James? Wait. Am I going backwards? I don't know. I think Zach.
I don't know. I'm also trying to make a
I
copy
think Zach is next.
of.
I think Zach is next. Yeah. I think I was doing.
I'm trying to make a copy of Gavor on D&D Beyond, but it's not matching up exactly like how I have it here.
Gotcha. All right, good. Zach, go ahead and roll me a d6. I think I went in order to let you guys appear on my Discord. Oh no, I guess not, because James is on second on Discord too. I have no idea. Whatever. This would be number 8, right? Number 8. Number 8, and roll D100. Remember, if it's a nat 100, you get to pick one or the other. 52, 52, 52, 52, 52. Pillars of the World, a heavy tome bound in rough leather that begins as an academic discourse on various creation myths of the Forgotten Realms. As the book goes on, the author stops documenting myths and starts writing about their own theories on how the world came to be. From a flat earth carried by a turtle to everything being a reflection of true reality, this tome is filled with heretical ideas.
I crashed.
Careful, I might start talking about three witches and a cat.
I crashed and lost all them books, so someone else is gonna have to copy and paste them into the treasury.
Okay, that's okay.
You hear me, Brian?
What's that?
Careful talking about the a world on the back of a turtle. Next thing you know, we'll start talking about three witches and a cat.
All right.
And one goes meow
Somewhere
meow meow.
skeleton man dressed up as Santa Claus.
All right. You know what? I don't know.
You know
if
the jokes?
I think I got that last one. Oh yeah, I did. Okay, yeah. Okay. All right, Joe. Can you do? Are you in a position to be able? Or no, James actually. James, are you in a position to roll me a d6?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me a d6. This is number 9.
And since you
Ooh.
stopped by and gave, hey, you get a balloon animal.
Two. We're generating a book here. All right. So random book generator, generate book. A contemporary interesting book entitled The Björnsson Family Tree and Exploits. The family tree of a Nordic clan with all males named Björn Björnsson. This book helps tell them apart. This book is a little more eye-catching than most other mundane books. It's torn and stained pretty badly, but some of the pages are missing. It's written in common speech, and it's bound in animal hide. The fur still on it. It's worth about 10 gold pieces is all, and it has a whopping 923 pages.
If there wants that book, he'll buy it.
It appears to be that they all use the name Björn Björnsson as a sort of form of creating their own fame, so to speak. All right, and last but not least, Joe for number 10. Roll me a d6. 4.
Hey, Brian, what should I make?
29. What should you make? A poodle. Those are always fun. Those are always
You got a
fun and
poodle.
very, very, very simple. You know, like not maybe not simple, but I don't know, not complex. All right, so 29. Okay. This last book is called The Banshees I Have Loved, and it's a play that consists of a tragedy of 5 acts.
Yeah. Oh, poodle.
So that's
I'll
all,
make sure they copy
basically
the
all I
books.
got.
He can sell them in town.
Yep.
Except for
I'll
Bjorn.
I would say the cactus one might be worth holding on to.
Yep.
The other one with the interesting book called entitled Untitled Book. That one, the one with the random items in it, that might
Yeah.
be worth holding on to.
I like
also.
that one. That's a fun one.
Yeah, those two might be worth holding on to.
There's thinking about giving the baby names one to like the druids.
The
Like-
rest.
Here, you can name the plants with this shit.
The rest of the books are mostly like crazy fiction or what appear to be useless treaties by mad wizards and different stuff like that, or just strange books that are be mostly useless stuff like the dragon with the girl tattoo, and To Kill a Manticore, and the Seven
Right.
Habits of Highly Effective Adventurers, that kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
The red rum flows.
Cockatree soup for the soul, like.
Two gnomes and a baby.
Yeah.
And the Beholder.
The Wizard of Odds. Betting for Profit by B.M. Sawbuck.
Ending regulations by the Seven Dwarves.
Half human, half horse, all man. A defense of carnal relationships with beast races. Alright, anyways.
He's just shaking his head no.
I need more coffee for this shit.
To serve,
Give me your cup.
to serve man a cookbook,
This is
I deserve
50 shades of
a man.
50 Shades of Drow. Gnome means gnome.
No, left alone.
here. Not a an anti-drug book, but a pro-drug book on how to effectively take them all at the same time.
Avatar: The Last Airbender, a 3-volume set of books in which a young elemental monk learns to harness his power so that he may bring priests to a 100-year war.
Well,
Fiends and Fortresses, Player's Handbook, a book on how to play the popular role-playing game Fiends and Fortresses, where players roll dice to fight fantastical creatures and adventure through fortresses while someone designated a fortress master tells a story.
Oh, we should keep that one.
Oh, Lord.
Drew's got one. He's just ripping pages out. Free toilet paper.
All right, so that's all that you find in the tower. But I take that back. That's all the books that you find in the tower as far as the library, except for there is a diary that you find, which tells a little bit about Adubeus. It's probably in the back of his spellbook, actually, with all the other information. But at his heart, Adubeus was a practical and studious man. His spellbook reflects this in his personality. Most of his spells are utility in nature and less combat-oriented. Adventuring was never the life intended for that old wizard. That's all it says. But let's see. There was another little thing here. Let me look real quick. So you do know that there's an entry that kind of trails off in the diary. And it tells about him and his life, and then the most recent entry kind of trails off and is not finished.
Oh.
So yes.
Very.
So I'm assuming, and you guys also will get. Hold on. You guys can go back down and go out too, but you will have to stealth past the bugbears again, or deal with them, or not the bugbear, owl bears, or deal with them in some way. But there is in the in the spell book, you also see a slip of like parchment that was kind of like sticking out.
Okay.
It describes the potions that you guys found earlier.
Uh-huh.
And the jugs of clear liquid are water, stagnant water. The pink oils are a caustic, foul-smelling liquid. When applied to non-magical stone or metal, the liquid dissolves it into fine powder. Uh, each potion contains enough oil for 5 cubic feet of material. The dark blue potions are discolored healing potions, but function as normal. The rainbow potion is a myriad of smells and tastes fill this potion. Identification reveals this potion will have a random effect. And then there's a chart that you go on. Lime green oil is a slightly sweet and pungent smelling liquid. When applied to mundane weapons or 3 pieces of ammunition, the item counts as magical for the purposes of resistance and immunities for 1 hour. Each vial contains a single dose. The topaz potions are rich aromatic liquids. They taste slightly of peaches when drunk. The imbiber gains a slight static charge. For the next hour, once per turn, the user can deal an extra 1d4 lightning damage. Every time they elect to deal this damage, roll a d20 at the end of their turn. If they roll a 1, the charge dissipates. Okay, hold on one second. So I'm going to put that in the thing so you guys have it. Come on now. There we go.
What's one of those static potions too?
What's that?
It's like I'm thinking Luther might want one of those static potions.
The static
too.
potions. There. You have them listed in your party treasure somewhere. How many you have of each?
I know. I'm just like,
But yeah, you could take
I'm sitting
one.
there going, and they're thinking, all right. So Luther already that ability where if he rages and then like the.
Yep. And then so you do an extra 2 plus an extra 1d4 lightning. Is that what you're saying?
Top of another lightning attack, so it's like D6 with the D4. That does about its ability like D10 total damage.
All right. So
Okay, the question on the powder, what type of powder is it?
it's a powder of whatever you dissolved. So if you apply it to stone or metal, non-magical stone or non-magical metal, it turns into a metal powder of that metal, or a stone powder of that stone. So
Put it on gold. You got gold powder.
gold, yep, gold dust, and if you put it on,
Yeah,
gold
we
powder.
got
If you
definitely.
put it on
That could be
diamond or
definitely.
zircon or something like that, it would turn a gem to dust.
It could always come in handy.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I'm just adding this to the party treasure now.
it's definitely a utility thing.
James
Yes.
or Zach or one of you.
I'm putting.
I crashed out. Or you got it, Brian?
Well, I'm putting. I made another handout for the potions and oils, and then there's the handout for the Behold a Dream. But you were getting rid of that Behold a Dream book, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're selling most of those books.
Okay.
I mean,
Luther wants the Bjorn book though.
The Bjorn Burns.
Yeah, that's a good
Bjorn
one.
Bjornsson.
yeah, we're keeping that one. The one with the items
And the cactus
and
one.
and the cactus one. And the rest of that shit we can sell.
Luther thinks we should still keep the baby names books, but I'm not sure if he knows it's baby names.
We pick the worst name out of it and say the only way he can keep it is if we can change his name to that.
Ooh.
Just everybody looks at Brian.
What's that? The worst name in the book? It's all magical, so you'd have to use your Arcana check, but
Yeah. Yeah. So just stop being goofy.
It's all in magic, but worst baby name in the book.
Sir,
Which
Dr.
is a what?
McNugget does not like your tone.
Goodness, look at that roll, James. Wow.
That's horrible. So what was that horrible name that we picked up? Oh, wait a second. I think the name is called
the worst name in
Stinkus.
the baby book. You did an Arcana check, right?
Yeah,
It's only
a
7.
7.
It's only 7, but you were able to decipher a name, and it's I'm unique.
Unique.
Yep,
Unique.
I'm unique, but it's I'm unique because
Immunique. Yes, Immunique.
it literally has an apostrophe, so it's I'm unique. All right, and we'll also give you guys. Hold on, let me see here.
Oh, imagine if we find 5 cubic feet of mithril. Ooh.
Yeah, then you can have
Into
You
mithril
put
powder.
it in.
It'd be also good for silver
Yep.
because there are spells
Makes
and
you
spell
cook.
components that use silver powder.
Pearl,
Yep, pearl powder.
diamond, diamond powder. That's what you want
Oh.
to save it for when you got to make diamond powder.
Shathid.
What
Shathid.
about animantine? Oh, it's really heavy.
So
We're gonna school
you guys
that.
also get 180 XP each too, by the way.
Oh, I would
Yay!
stop that. Maybe not.
Oh, and after studying the gray brown liquid,
How much you say? 180?
yeah, 180 XP each. Yep. So
What makes it?
the gray brown liquid potion that you guys found is actually, after a little bit of a look, is actually similar to the ones that were in the bottles downstairs, and it's a homunculus, but this one is what you call it, a not an advanced, some kind of advanced homunculus type thing. What is it called? An enhanced homunculus.
Oh, need a minion.
And you would suspect that if you pull it out of the bottle, it will attack you like the other ones did. But you do know that probably it's attacking because of some sort of broken telepathic bond.
We could keep it. We could use it as a throw it in the middle of the enemy group. You know, come
Don't
out
let
and
him near
start
it.
attacking everything.
Don't let him near it. He's a psycho.
So telepathy spell or similar magic to communicate with the homunculus would restore a bond with whoever did the spell.
Nice.
You know that homunculi basically they have a bond with their creator.
Right.
And right now it's bondless. It's basically like a Ronin.
Which begs to,
But in a homunculi.
which begs to reason that with the condition of this tower and even though this one room is like immaculate, with the condition of the rest of the tower, you kind of wonder how long this wizard's been AFK, so to speak. You know, like how long's he been AWOL? You know, like is he dead? Does he exist anymore? Is he long dead? You know, like you know that this tower in its current condition has been probably 100 years, just kind of sitting and dilapidating, kind of thing.
Okay. What type of Would I be able to find out what race by observing and looking around who the owner was? Like
Your best guess is judging from the bookshelves, judging from the apprentice's body, the zombie, uh, and the writing and everything else, is that it's probably a human.
Oh yeah, they're long gone.
Human lich.
Well,
There he is.
even though it's a human, you would know also, like through your extensive arcane knowledge, that there is a chance that he could still be, plenty alive.
Alive.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
there's magical ways to increase longevity. So
Looking for revenge.
Not a lich, he's just a landlord.
a lich lord? Oh wait.
He doesn't get his power from life force. He just gets it from being people's fucking misery.
Misery loves company. Okay,
Sorry.
so what's your plan? What's your plan for going back out? I
Long
guess
rest right here.
long rest. Okay. I mean, you guys are
Then
pretty
go,
much
Yeah.
pretty much healed, but it'll restore any spell slots or abilities that you need.
and then we'll go back down and kill some owl bears.
Gonna kill the owl bears.
Hunter gets
Big
to
meanie.
pet the fluffy bunnies.
All right, so um, it
I'm also
stops.
thinking bringing the bodies as a diversion too.
Actually, I have a thought.
Here, dude. What?
Let's bring
Oh,
the zombie body.
oh, he's got a thought.
Yeah.
Everybody, look out!
The
Bring the zombie body. Be like,
zombie body and the mimic. What's left of it?
ain't touching that. Ain't touching that sticky crap.
Ain't touching either one of them. Let's just go. Who's
Yeah.
gonna go down first? Gavor, you follow behind him. Start blasting shit from the top of the stairs. I'll teleport to the other side and fuck him up.
Okay. How severe you want me to do it?
You do have a whole night of planning to set something up. So I mean, there's that.
Oh, okay. Well, I do have a
And
well,
of
I
course,
could
about
shatter.
halfway through the night, says you guys are planning and talking and resting and whatever. About halfway through the night, the rain stops outside too.
Oh, that's nice. What do you got? Shatter ain't gonna help us. What else you got?
Shatter?
Ain't
Oh,
gonna
no.
help us. What else you got?
No, that'd be worse. Oh, there's dimensional shove. That's the most powerful one. Dimensional shove.
Dimensional shove could what's put that up in the description real quick in the Roll20 description.
What that does?
There we go. So the spell pushes your target through a dimensional portal, causing it to disappear, that reappears a short distance away. If the target fails a wisdom save, it disappears from its current location and reappears 30 feet farther away from you, along a direction line from you. Travel can take it through walls, creatures, or other solid surfaces, but can't reappear inside a solid object. Yeah. So if you did that, you could actually push the owl bear outside of the
This is
tower.
not what we're trying to do. We don't want them getting away. We don't want winged owl bears breeding, terrorizing the countryside.
Right. Well,
Let's not use that stuff.
and then yeah, and I was gonna say then and this is the only pair of mated winged owl bears you've ever seen.
I've never heard of a winged owl bear before.
And then you do know that you will have to, they will eventually try to get out of this tower.
Would that work with them?
The dimensional push on them at all. Speak with animals. They're not animals. They're aberrations, I think.
Monstrosities, yeah.
Monstrosities, all right.
Yeah, yeah.
Close enough.
Speak
know
with
that one.
animals. You might be able to get some semblance of communication out of them. They are monstrosities, so essentially they have a language that's sort of a bastardized owl and bear language. Like, they don't have their actually own language, but they would kind of be a combination of owl and bear. So they'd have,
I think you
if,
would get
if
the
anything, they'd have,
pets.
if anything, they'd have their own language. Basically, it's like.
Okay, well, let's see.
Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast. Luther Smash, Luther Smash, Luther Smash. Gundermeyer
Smash.
comes from behind and causes mass damage, exceeding the horrific amounts of trauma. It'll be great. You'll love it.
They're gonna kill the little ones.
Oh,
No,
Poor little baby
Take-
owl bears.
yep. We're little baby owls.
Big meaty.
or have one as make it one of them as our pet.
It's not to say we did.
It'd be your pet.
So you just
It'll be
just
Luther's pet,
just-
and it'll be named I'm Unique.
so it would take like several months to train it in order
Shy
for
thing.
it to be
Yeah,
like
shy.
tame and stuff. and it would be like taming a a small bear, but worse because it can fly and attack you. So I mean, like, it would take several months for it to get it to be, anything that you could take it with you, kind of thing.
At least I want to have this documented in one of my books or somewhere that where this was
I
a
mean,
mated owlbear with wings.
Yeah, you know that you know via arcane knowledge, this had to be something somebody experimented with and created.
it's aberration against nature. A druid would destroy it immediately. Why should we be any different?
Well, like, let's see.
Pretty sure a druid would be like, mushroom! Feed mushrooms to the owlbear.
And then the owl bear starts tripping.
Well, you know,
Red.
true druid would destroy it because it's a monstrosity and not a natural beast.
Because it's a abomination of nature thing kind of dealio.
Yeah, that abomination of nature thing kind of says they got to kill it. Fortunately, you know, I mean, I don't have a problem dumping their druid.
I guess it would also depend on the druid because some druid might be
And the DM. And the
I
DM.
have to keep it alive, but I have to keep it alive because life is precious, but I also have to make sure no one sees it or tries to recreate it because it's abomination against nature. Like.
So
Yeah.
they put it in a cage and torment it for the rest of its life.
Put it no, they put it in a nice cave in the middle of the woods somewhere, but give it a free roaming pen.
Cage.
Is this tower?
Anyhow, Luther, you going
What'd
to
you
lead
say?
the way?
Sure.
So you take your
He
long
gets to
rest. Did you
peck
guys
a
get
fluffy
your
bunny.
long rest all in and get your abilities all back up to your
Oh,
spell
yeah.
slots all back?
Yeah, absolutely. That's part of the whole thing.
All right, and then you guys are going to go downstairs, and the plan is, are you guys just going to go down there, or?
Luther's going to lead the way. He's going to stop at the bottom of the stairs, take the brunt of the attacks while Gavor's blasting him from behind. I'm going to follow up with a teleport behind him, dropping a minion off to the side, and just doing what it is that I do.
All right, hold on one second. Let me put Luther on the stairs down here. Let me zoom out, actually. That'll help me. Okay, Luther on the stairs. Gavor, you're following up from the back, or Gavor's following from the back?
I'm following from the back.
Gavor will be at the very back. I'll be following Luther, but once we get down, I'll teleport. So.
Okay, and hang on, I forgot to bring both your tokens, Joe. There we go.
Oh, by the way, Shatter will work.
Gosh.
It will definitely mess with them.
Yeah, I don't know why Shatter wouldn't work. It's not going to do extra damage because they're not made of non-magical material or whatever. But
I was thinking the second edition version of Shatter, it just would break an item.
Yeah, like stone or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys go to the top of the thing, and if you guys are going to, I assume go into combat of some sort. Let's roll initiative. Let me put up the turn order.
You don't believe in initiative. It's unfair to them. What? That's what I'm talking about.
Hang on. There we go.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, come on now. This has got to be so difficult.
Ever get roll some initiative?
Okay.
I had to reload because it seemed like I couldn't find my token to click on it for my initiative.
You got to zoom out and zoom back in because we're on the next floor down again. Remember?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it. But I rolled a 16.12.
Oh, okay. So you didn't click on yourself. Hold on. Control U.
Yeah, that
16.
that's the only thing I didn't click on myself.
You failed to click upon yourself.
Wow! Look at that number. 165.12.
I guess you're
Wow,
going
I didn't know it
first.
could go that high.
Hell,
This is that moment. You know that, right? It's that moment, Joe. All right. So Gavor, you're gonna go first. It looks like 165.2.
no.
No, 100 with
You played
165.12. That's a high initiative. Okay,
This
16.12.
No, I'm not hurt.
Okay, Luther.
I'm trying to fix it.
Luther, you're. No, I got it. Luther, you're first. Wait, Grandolph, you're not on the turn order, are you? Oh, yeah, you are. Okay. Oh, you got a low roll, didn't you? Dang.
it's alright. This is his one game where he'll get low rolls.
Yeah, Grandolph, for the first time in history, is not going near the top. This.
In a way, the way this is going, it's gonna be
All right,
perfect
Luther.
timing because
Luther, you're going down there to
Yeah.
kick ass and chew bubblegum, and you're all out of bubblegum.
So just start slugging on the first one, guys.
Start angering them.
I'm a rage.
Why is that one? That's weird. Rage, despite all his rage, he's still just a orc in a cage. All right.
orc in a
I'm
cage.
trying
Well,
to get
actually,
this
he's an
rage
orc.
thing up.
He's an orc near a cage, technically, in this scenario.
Well, right now he'll be orc outside a cage.
Okay, you have advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. You make a melee weapon attack using strength, you gain a bonus to the damage to that roll. You have resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing. Yeah, that's it.
And don't forget the inspiring thing that happened that we haven't had to use since.
What's that?
And after my crit thing.
Oh yeah, because you haven't made another roll yet, have you?
Right.
Yeah, so you guys are all at advantage for your first roll.
Well,
From Joe's inspiration.
so what you got?
So inspiring was Grandolph's display of valor.
Nope, to the bottom of the stairs.
Okay, you
Oh,
jump,
bottom of the
stairs.
stairs.
jump down to the bottom of the
hold the line.
stairs.
Hold the line at the bottom of the stairs so they can't get up to the
Right here.
little squishy guy. Yeah, there you go.
I mean, they could technically
Okay.
probably get up there
Question?
anyways because they fly, but you know.
Do
Yeah.
the little ones look like they'll be able to use their wings and fly?
The
Yes,
little ones.
they're gonna come eat your face.
The little ones do not look like they can fly, but you don't know for sure.
Why we're leaving you alone up there so they can come up there to eat your face. Your face,
What?
man.
Oh, the
This
reason
is
why I'm
afraid
saying
of things.
asking about the little ones, if they can, I can do a dimension shove and get them out of the way.
Okay, Luther, what you gonna do?
He's afraid of things eating his
No.
face.
Don't you dare use that spell.
All right, Luther, go ahead and do your
Let's
do
just
what you gotta
jump.
do.
I'm gonna just use the great axe and take a swing at the owl there in front.
Okay. Ooh, nice
Oh, crap.
swing.
Oh, nice.
Nice swing.
Is that a nat?
Yeah, nat 20.
Yes, it is.
So that means you're gonna go ahead and roll me a d100. And it's at advantage, but unless you roll another nat 20, it won't matter. But you might want to try it. And if you roll another nat 20, we might do something fun.
Oh yeah, I like fun stuff.
Okay, 57. 57 is. Hold on. So you get some dirt in its eye. That's what that. uh,
Oh wow!
so
On a storm.
so when you hit it with the axe, you know some dust flies off of you and into the owlbear's eyes, and it's got to make a wisdom save here. 1 second. DC 13, I think. Which means it is blinded for the 1 round.
Wow! Wow! Wow!
And then you roll your damage, and you also get an extra damage die, which will be 1d12, I believe, or is it 1d12 or 2d? Oh shoot, I didn't mean to do that. Disregard that. Roll your own damage.
I'll wait for the little animation to stop before I roll mine.
Oh, it's already stopped on mine.
Looks like 21
Okay, so
plus.
14, 16 damage, plus
Oh wow! A lot.
now roll one more d12. This is from your crit. So anybody that's tuning in or sees this later, we roll on a critical hit and fumble chart sometimes. It's kind of fun. All right, so an extra 4 damage, so 16, so 20 damage total.
Nice.
All right.
Question.
Yes.
Because the rage is a bonus action. Still mean I get, and I move to the bottom of the stairs. Does that mean I still get I'm allowed to do my second hit, or is that?
Yeah, your second attack. Your second attack. Whenever. Okay, so whenever your extra attack means whenever you take the attack action, you can take 2 attacks. So there's like different actions. So you have an action that determines what you're going to do that round. If you take the attack action, that means you're going to use your attack or attacks plural. You know, but you don't have to use both if you don't want to. But if you want to, you get the extra attack. So instead of attacking twice when you take the attack action, you attack, or instead of attacking once, you attack twice. But you notice it says you can attack twice instead of once. So if you only wanted to attack once for whatever reason, then you could. But regardless.
No. I want. I'm here to throw down. I'm here to fight.
All right, so go ahead and make that second attack.
Oh,
Great
Stream
axe.
Elements cheered us 200 bits.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
thank you.
the premise land earlier.
Yeah, yep. That's Premise Land. Tier 200 bits.
Ah.
Thank you for the Premise Land. I don't know if you still watch.
I think I missed this time.
All right. So Great Axe 11 is a miss for sure. Yep.
Wait a minute. I forgot. Is it? Okay, that's the second attack. Only the first roll was. My bad.
Yeah.
Forget me.
All right. So the one of the ones in the cage kind of looks up and kind of seems irritated that you're attacking his mom. Seems in distress, but does not move out of the cage. And then Gavor, you're up.
Okay.
You might not be able to move because you're stuck in a wall right now, but here, let me do that, and then you can be unstuck.
Yeah, when that happens, it's a little hard to go anywhere, isn't it?
Stop getting stuck in walls, kid.
Okay, I'm doing Shatter. Okay.
Shatter.
To the window.
Tatters.
To the wall. Shitty.
Uh-oh. Calling you, Atlas.
Here we
Shatter
go.
for 16. And what does Shatter do? Here, let me do this. I'll just show spell description. Allow 10-foot radius sphere centered on the point that you make. Okay, so where are you centering it? Up here somewhere?
No, I centered it back here.
Oh, back there on all of them. Okay.
Good call.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, so 16, and it's DC 15 Constitution save. So okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, hang on. 4. I think it's the same, so it don't matter.
That was a lot less effective than you thought it was going to be, James.
Yeah. So yeah.
That
So
hits all 4.
yeah.
Yes.
But so 8 minus 8 damage, and then minus 8. Oh no, it's DC 15, so that's minus 16.
Yeah.
So the second one failed. Third one did not, so minus 8. And the last one
And
did.
the fourth one.
And the fourth one did fail, so minus.
2 passed, 2 failed.
Not bad. It's not bad.
It's 3d8.
Oh man, why is this doing this to me?
Did you kill any of them?
And that is all I can do at the moment. For my
I'm
next
up.
turn.
All
No.
right.
Owlbear's girl.
Owlbear number 1. Let's have some fun. Anyway, so okay, so this owlbear will try to attack Luther here. And then it will claw at you. And both of those are hits. Why is it not rolling any damage? I have no idea. Hold on 1 second. No idea. Oh, hang on. Let's try this. Oop. It shouldn't be. Ah, God bless it. Let's try this again. It's still not rolling damage. Okay, well, whatever. So roll 1d10 plus 5 for the beak. And 2d8 plus 5 for the claws.
Sorry, Luther.
All
But
right,
he's
so
enraged, so it's cut down a bit.
so Luther, you take 6 and 6 damage. So 12 damage total.
So felt that
Is that
one.
all you have?
What's that?
He's enraged, so
Right. So
That's
he would
all
have
he
taken.
has,
So he
right?
would have taken. So he would have taken 12 and 12. Instead, he takes 6 and 6.
oh, okay.
All right, and then the next owlbear moves up here, and just kind of flies over its mate to here. Attacks Luther. And hits 1 time. Well, see, it's not rolling damage again. I don't know why it's doing that. Roll 20. Get your game on, man. What the heck? Alright, roll 1d10 plus 5. Okay, so 6 damage again. So 3 more damage to Luther. And then if it quickly, like, circles back over to here. And then the other owlbear in the cage kind of moves back away. And Grandolph, it's your turn.
All right. So I'm going to drop off down here. Summon my shadow up here.
Okay.
That's my bonus action. I'm going to make 2 attacks. It's going to make a bow attack. Now, because it's engaged there with old boy, I'll be making backstabs.
Okay.
So we'll start with my 2. And then we'll drop the longbow from the other guy.
Alright, those are all hits. Alright.
That's a
15.
20.
What? No, 15. What? 15 and 15? Are you talking one by Luther, you said?
Yep, the one Luther attacked already.
So 15 and 15 and then 14.
Yeah.
So 30 and 50, 44 total, right?
Yep.
Wow. That's some heavy hitting. Okay, and you can tell that it is pretty bloodied at this point.
That's great. Happy to hear that.
Mhm.
And it is the smaller of the two large ones. It is probably a male. Luther, you're up.
Drop it.
Luther.
Right, Luther is going in with the great axe again.
Ooh, almost another nat 20. I've seen it roll over from it. 21.
I know.
All right, that's a hit.
He's at advantage. Oh, once again, never mind. Scratch that.
No,
thinking.
he's not at
Never
advantage
mind.
yet. If he was
Sorry.
square down, he would be probably. If he was down here somewhere, he would be. But
I was thinking of something else. Sorry, I'm overthinking stuff.
Don't do that.
Be quiet and drink coffee.
15 damage. Okay, that's a good hit.
Just realize the dice always go where the churn order is.
You hear it. You hear it like let out an ear-piercing cry, like kind of like that, and it kind of crumbles back away from you. It's still alive and it's still like up, but it kind of like cowers away a little bit. You use your
Luther's
second
looking
attack.
over at the. Luther's looking at the other two. I don't want to do. Luther doesn't want to do this anymore.
So you're not gonna make your second attack.
Oh, he's pleading. Do I have to do this? Because he don't feel
Finish
good
it.
about this.
Finish it.
You know that this will definitely attack you again, just because it sees you as a threat. So
All right, with a big sigh, Luther goes in for another great axe.
you're not exactly in a position to not attack it. I mean, you could go back upstairs. All right, 22, and the great axe does another 14 damage.
No.
Well,
Good
you know
hit,
what?
Luther.
You know what?
Good
I gave you the sneak attack damage for those other two things, but you only get the sneak attack once per turn. I forgot about that. That's still only 11 more, so that's okay. So how much was it? 14? Another 14? Ah. Okay,
Yeah,
so
14.
we get plus 11, and then minus 14. There we go. All right. So it is like kind of on the ground. Well, it's not on the ground. It is definitely hurt. Is what I'm saying. One of the owl bears. Let's see, what is it? Which one? That one. The two smaller owl bears are in the cages, kind of like they're in the cages back there. They're no longer playing, but they're kind of like running around frantically, like looking for something to do, kind of thing. Gavor, you're up.
Eldritch Splash is the flying one.
How did the one? That's weird. Somehow one of them replaced the other. I don't. I don't know how that worked.
That's not a hit.
Nope. That's just barely miss.
That's it. Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna do. Luther got whacked pretty good. I'm gonna do 3 dice of healing light on him. Bonus action.
Right.
There you go, Luther. You get 11 back.
Okay, Luther, you get 11 hit points back. And is that it for Gavor?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I want to check something out real quick here because it's not making a whole lot of sense that this is not lining up. So I want to check out the settings in this game real quick. Game settings. Compendium settings. Yeah, okay. It's shared. I don't know why. I don't know why it's doing that. Where you at? Do I not have the monster? Oh, yeah, there's a monster man right there. Okay, anyways. Not sure why. Alright, probably because this is probably the one out of the monster manual which has been giving me trouble, which I've been talking to Roll20 about, and they're like, oh, we don't know what to do about it. Okay, anyway. So did I do an attack already? No, I didn't. So this will be on Luther. And this will be on Grandolith. And the one on Grandolith hit, but of course it's not going to do any damage. Hold on. Roll 2d8 plus 5.
Oh, what?
It actually hit Grandolith for 9 damage.
Aye.
And then it flies away. To be replaced by this one. Let me put the flying thing back on this one too. Flight. There. And this one comes in and attacks Luther.
Ooh.
Oh, so.
Oh,
Oof.
4d8.
Nice knowing you, Luther. See ya. See you on the other side.
For 22 damage, which would be 11 for Luther.
You'll be fine.
And then
Just a scratch.
a miss on Luther. And then it flies back over here.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Roll. Okay. And the reduced red owlbears remain in the cage, cowering in the corner, or kind of frantically moving about in the corner away from you guys. And Grandolith, you're up. The mama
there's no
bear, the
circus.
mama bear is definitely ticked off.
Rage Silver.
That's a hit, 2 hits.
And then you can attack with this longbow.
Okay, that's all 3 hits. And are these all against the lower one? This one here?
Yep.
Okay. And that
Attack
one,
them.
that one
Push
dies.
All right, then that
So the
oh,
bow
boy,
attack is against the other one then,
You sure?
which would be 7 damage. Okay. And that it for Grandolith?
That is it for Grandolith.
Alright, Luther, you're up. Now Luther, what barbarian are you anyway? What path are you?
Let's take a look. Storm Aura.
Storm Herald, yeah, that's what I thought.
That's it.
So while you're raging, you have a Storm Aura that we haven't been keeping track of. That's up to you to remember. So, but for future reference, your Storm Aura, which is Storm Herald Barbarian, your Storm Aura will, depending on which you picked, which is the C, I believe is
Yeah.
what you picked, because of the thing. The target must make a dex save or take an additional 1d6 lightning damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful save. Increasing to 2d6 at 10th level, 3d6 at 15th level, and 4d6 at 20th level. But regardless,
I
so
keep forgetting it.
yeah.
It says I can do this as an additional bonus action if I'm reading this right.
No, so what happens is when you do your rage, it automatically pops up. You know, like when you go into your rage, your aura, uh, happens.
Sure.
At third level, you emanate a stormy magical aura while you rage. The aura extends 10 feet from you in every direction, but not through total cover. So this is a good thing we can do here. We can do 10. We'll do blue,
And
and
here's the C aura
we'll let
of the
everybody
Storm
see
Herald thing.
it, and then save. There we go. No, so everybody in that area will take an extra 1d6 worth of damage whenever they're in that area.
Oh, so I'm just outside the area.
No, you're in it. You're taking it.
Oof.
Yeah, you're actually technically in the in the aura, but I don't think it's you only get to choose one creature in that aura, so it doesn't affect you unless he chooses you.
He chooses you because you're Pikachu.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Gavor, I choose you. Throws on a Pokeball. Anyway. Gavor pops out. Yatta! Anyway, so. Alright, so Luther, you're up though?
um,
Now,
because
the room isn't high enough that you could not reach the owl bears, even though they're flying. You can still reach them. The room isn't just not that high. You know, it's probably 20 feet up or whatever, and they're hanging down 10 feet of that, and your reach is easily that high.
But I would like to know, is this is starting to kind of a little crazy with what I'm having to keep track of. How many bonus actions are allowed in a turn?
One. But you're not
okay.
But you're not understanding. You're not doing a bonus action for your Storm Aura. You're not doing a bonus action for your Rage. You do a bonus action for your Rage once, and while you're raging, your Storm Aura starts.
Okay.
And then, if you want to use your lightning damage on somebody, it's not a bonus action. It's just I choose a creature. That creature takes lightning damage from my aura.
Yeah.
It's not any action. It's in essence a free action. In essence, it's a freebie.
I think I'm stuck on the wall. I've been trying to move myself for about a few seconds now.
You look like you're moved to me.
Okay.
Do you need to refresh?
I need to refresh. Give me just a second.
You might have to refresh because you moved on my screen.
Oh, there it goes.
Say you moved on my screen.
Click refresh. I wasn't.
But
move over here to this top owlbear.
Okay.
And I've got this weird lag spike on my laptop. Now the page is reloading. Please bear with me as I'm.
Please stand by for experiencing technical difficulties.
Outer limits thing.
It doesn't match up that way.
Just later. 1 week later. 1 eternity later.
Oh, shoot. Somehow I selected the L there, too. There we go. Alright, so what's going on? There's Zach.
I'm now trying to put myself back into the camera view on my browser so I can see the fight.
Okay, so you're zooming out. Having some lag issues over there?
Yeah, I don't know what's causing it.
Lag is caused by slacking by your internet provider.
In this case, I was bombarded with pop-ups from Roll20 saying, "You're using Opera GX. We don't like that browser."
Oh, yeah, that would be it. Yeah, Roll20 doesn't like, it likes Microsoft, not Microsoft, it likes, Google Chrome and, Firefox.
Fire, fire, Firefox. Thunder,
Alright,
thunder,
so you
My
move
thundercat.
over there,
This is where I was originally trying to get to,
right?
so I could start fighting the.
So time slows down, and what it seems to be forever is actually only 6 seconds. And,
Yeah.
and Luther
Nailed it.
finally moves over there in slow motion. Anyway, so no, go ahead.
I'm gonna mark that one to get struck by lightning out of nowhere.
Okay. So it has to make a dex save. And it failed, so it takes full damage, so roll a d6.
Dun 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 dun. Dee, 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 dee.
Are you having trouble with the d6 too?
I'm sorry. I was not thinking.
Dun 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 dun.
I can attack it like normal, right?
Do
Yeah,
what?
attack.
Yeah.
Do your thing. Rush it. Destroy it. Leave nothing behind.
I'm trying. It
Others
closed my
owning door.
character sheet and
Zap.
everything, so I'm having to try and bring
Oh my
everything back
goodness,
up.
what are you doing over there, Zach? We're
At my best. That's all
Don't
I
worry,
can tell
everybody. We're professionals.
It's hard. So hard.
We're professionals. We do this all the time.
you. Professionals.
We're
I'm
so good at
just.
it, we make messing up look easy.
We're actually doing this haphazard, lackadaisical kind of act for your benefit, because we like to seem like we're not professionals, but we really are.
Okay. Your story, tell it however you want.
It's my story. Tell however I want.
Oh.
That's my
The
story.
biscuit, sir.
Oh, that's my story. Well, I ain't got a witness, and I can't prove it, but that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. All right. You want me to roll it for you, Zach? Oh, you rolled a d6. Oh no, that's the d6 already. Okay, so what do you want to do for your attack? Did you get
I'm
that?
trying to hit the. I'm trying to hit the owlbear with
the great axe.
my great axe.
Yep.
And I'm still loading into my character sheet.
Okay, here we'll do this. You want me to do it for you?
Oh, here it goes.
Oh, of course. Of course. The moment I try to take over. Okay. All right, go ahead and roll your great axe attack. Axe him something. Great axe is 9, and it's a miss. Second great axe attack.
Uh-oh.
Second one is a 10, and it's also a miss. Oh my goodness. It's because you.
I've lost my mojo.
Yeah, when you took so long to log in there, it was like, I don't know if I'm all about that anymore. Anyway. So.
Nice gods, I've lost their favor.
All right, Gavor, what are you gonna do? Professionals.
Shatter the two little ones.
Best
Okay,
D&D
I got.
playthrough ever.
Yeah, I think I'll shatter. I guess the two little ones could be really shattered.
I'm shattered. Do-do-do-do. Let's see if I can do this. There we go.
Yeah, I did it at a higher level. I did it at third level.
Okay, so 20 damage. You're trying to hit the two little ones, you said?
Yeah, just the little ones.
Okay. All right.
Because I can't angle it where I can get them in the other one. It's like one or the other. He wanted me to take care of the little ones, so I'm taking care of the little ones.
All right. That will kill them off. All right. Is that it for Gavor?
I put him to bed.
No,
Apparently,
Mama's mad
Gavor's
at
gonna die.
you.
What you doing?
Okay, now how's people's health looking?
Oh, I'm fine. Don't worry about me at all.
How's Luther looking?
Well,
I
normal.
think I'm okay.
Okay.
Thunder aura on the loose.
Okay, I'm
Go
done.
on. You're all done. All right. Get that owl bear up in there. Look at that. That evil wizard just killed its babies.
Yep. And that one's dead, so it don't matter. But this one's ticked off and flies right over Luther's head, right over to Gabor, and just
Oh,
tries
doesn't it
to
have to cross our
lay the.
threshold and get attack of opportunities on it?
You try, but it is it is so fast you don't even see it happen, but it is over there and gone. Before you even notice it.
Yeah, it is bad. I should not have done that. But
And I don't know
Oh,
why it's not rolling at advantage, but it should be. But okay, it doesn't matter. 19 and 27.
it's
So hold on. So it's what was the first one? Was claws? Yeah. So claws is roll.
good night, Gavor. Good night.
All right,
I
Gavor.
hope
So
you
from the
enjoyed the
claws,
fight.
you take 23 damage,
Oh, ugh. Oh, you making death saving throws yet, Gavor?
and from the beak you take
Oh,
15 damage.
oh. That was brutal,
okay.
man. Brutal. Oh, are you
So
dead?
okay, I take 15. Okay, what's the first one number?
23,
23. You take 38 points, bro.
38 total.
38 points.
Okay, I'm at 10 health still.
Woohoo!
All right. So
Moment.
then Grandolith, you're up next,
Yeah?
and you are now flanking with your Echo.
Uh-huh.
And almost flanking with Gavor, but not quite.
Myself some advantage. And the longbow.
All right,
All right.
that's a nat 20 there.
Yeah.
Do we
So
want to
we're gonna
roll
do
on
the
the crit
bow.
chart?
We're gonna do the bow strike first because it's got the.
Okay.
All right. I can take that away.
So
And
9
then-
damage.
And then the scimitar. The scimitar. And then on the crit table, that's percentile die.
Yep. Okay, and would you roll a 53? 53
Yeah.
is that? Oh yeah, calamitous fall. Okay, so when you hit it, it drops to the ground with a nice thud. It has to make a DC 13 deck save. Did
If
not
it
make it.
fails,
So when it falls to the ground, it is also prone.
yeah. How much damage does it take falling?
Um, hang on one sec. One extra damage die. So it's going to be the equivalent of an extra damage die from the scimitar. So it'll be what, a D8, D6, D6. Yep. So 6 damage. Well, actually, yeah, we'll just call it 6. Otherwise, it would be it would be very low. All right,
Maybe Luther cushions its fall.
right. All right.
I catch you.
Is that it for Grandolith then?
That's it for Grandor.
And it is. Hold on. Is it? Okay, no, never mind. It's just prone. Okay, Luther, you have advantage on attacks right now, because it is prone on melee attacks.
Okay.
Apparently, Grandolith clipped him. Her.
No, I'm just trying to make sure I haven't run out of rage. Because
No, it keeps going until the encounter's over, bro.
Yep. Well, or unless you don't get attacked, or if you don't
attack.
make an attack.
okay. Thought I had like
And
a
it
3-turn limit or something.
Oh,
a
no,
minute.
no,
It lasts a
it's-
minute. You
So
could
it's
have
at
an
least-
account. You could have an encounter that was 10 rounds. Don't get me wrong. You could have one that lasts longer than a minute, but your rage, I think, lasts a minute.
I thought it was
Okay,
based
well-
on Constitution. I thought it was based on your Constitution, longer rage.
You can rage as a
or
bonus
something.
action. Your rage lasts for 1 minute. It ends early if you're knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked or taken damage.
You're still raging. Kick
So
its
1
ass.
minute. Yeah, 1 minute. Yeah, you guys have only been.
Oh.
This is only round 5, I think.
Yeah.
So you got
30
5
seconds.
more rounds of rage, essentially. But then you can also always rage as a bonus action, because you can do that 2 or 3 times a day right now, I think. All right, great axe. That's a hit, and you're at advantage, so
Right.
you can roll again to see if you nat 20 if you want.
I'm not gonna risk a good roll.
Well, no, you roll the second, and you take whatever's highest.
Yeah, you have advantage right now.
You can't risk the roll by having advantage. You take whatever's highest.
Yeah.
So basically, you would roll a second time, and if you nat 20'd, it would be, what'd you roll? You rolled a 19, so it'd be 27 if you nat 20'd. Okay, so you didn't. So it's 26 still as your roll, and then your great axe damage would be what? Uh, 12, 13. Okay, and then are you going to do a second attack?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, smack around.
Oh, you're also at advantage because you're flanking, so you actually be advantage +1. But anyway, so that's another good attack.
Oh.
And then did you also want to focus the lightning thing at it again real quick?
It's okay, Leonard. It's just thunder and lightning. It's just thunder and Leonard. It's okay.
So I'll roll the
Tonight.
damage for the great axe, and then I'll.
Okay, so another 17.
Yeah.
And then now roll 1d6 for the lightning, for the storm aura. It gets a dex save, but I think it's at disadvantage when it's prone, isn't it? Doesn't matter, it failed. Yeah, it failed. Alright. So only 2 damage though. Okay, 2 on that. Okay. Is that it for Luther? Yes, no, maybe. Okay, so one thing, Luther, you might have to do is you might have to say, for Zach, you might have to say like something, in accordance of like yes, that's it, because sometimes
Oh, okay.
just
right.
one word,
Sometimes,
one word won't pick up Discord. So,
Yeah.
Okay, fellas.
all right, all right. So Gavor, you're wait, yep, you're up, Gavor. Sorry.
Yeah.
Are you gonna heal yourself?
Disengage.
Disengage. Head back upstairs. You're at the top of the stairs. I mean,
He's gonna go lay down next to the zombie, pretend to be dead. I'm not here. I'm not here.
I'm
I,
here, so I could still see them, and I'm to make sure I'm out of the range of little Miss. Miss
you have to.
or Missy?
It's Missy, but you'd have to move down one more to be out of its range.
Okay, but I could still be
Okay,
within range of Luke.
I was gonna say that's barely out of its range, but sure, that's out of its range.
And
We'll say it is.
well,
Ah, shit.
I'm saving the dice for the other people, so I'm gonna go ahead and do cure wounds.
Cure wounds on yourself.
Oh yeah, this is the first time I've had to do this in a long time.
Remember, you have healing potions too. But
Oh, yeah. What about those? Healing potion.
Uh-huh.
okay, so cure wounds was your action, so that at a higher level you cast it. So
Yeah.
18, you get 18 back,
Okay. Whew, now I don't feel like I'm in this story anymore.
and then if you wanted to, you could as a bonus action. Remember, I allow healing potions as a bonus action. But you have to roll for them. If you use them as a full action, you get the full effect.
Why does James's dice always roll so many dice?
Do what?
I'll use the spell.
Right, but I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dice here.
I upcasted my healing dice.
Yeah, he upcast.
Third level. No, I cast it at third
Right.
level.
Well, it shouldn't be 6 dice. You seeing 6? You said.
Yeah,
I've
I
seen
see
6
6
dice.
on the
But he's
table.
only dealing 7
Yeah, because
points, so...
it should only be 2.
Oh, wait a second. I'm a
3.
celestial. I'm a celestial warlock. That's why, because I do specialize in healing.
Yeah, but it shouldn't.
Maybe.
It shouldn't make a difference how many dice it rolls.
I don't
It only rolled 3 according to your thing. But what I'm saying.
Right, and it's only
But it
showing 7
showed
points for healing.
6 on the screen though.
Right, yeah. It's been doing that. I don't know what it is.
I didn't pay
Yeah.
attention on whether it showed that on mine, but all right, go ahead and so you take you get 18 health back, and what else are you gonna do, James? Are you good with that or?
I'm good with that.
Okay.
All right, so I'm up.
So no, the owl bear is up.
How's Grandolith and Luther looking, though? Are they hurt
Grandolith's fine.
or not really?
Grandolith's fine. Don't worry about him.
The owl bear
She's okay for now.
is
Okay.
the owl bear stands up and is no longer prone, and it attacks Luther.
He's the resistant one.
And then it attacks Grandolith. So hold on. Beak is. Let's do Luther first. Roll 2d8 plus 5. I don't know why roll 20 is acting up. But... Okay, so Luther, you take 5 damage. And
That's
Grandolith, you take 6 damage for Grandolith.
All right. And I'm up.
And then Grandolith is up. Yep.
All right. All right.
I have to look at
Damage
stuff.
on these real quick.
Why is this not rolling at advantage, I wonder? So weird.
And then my little
If-
buddy guy here gonna make
You're okay. Just
that.
stop. Sit. Good boy. Yeah,
All
I'm
right,
right here.
so 14, 24, 34 points of damage for me so far this round. Is it that?
34.
Yes.
It does die. Yes.
All right. You say don't make me action search. All right.
Oh, maybe
Leave
action
the area.
surge on action surge. Oh wait, sorry.
That was the nastiest hit I've seen in a while. This was
So we
kind
should
of
probably
brutal and some.
heal up.
I
I gotta get
I
going
I
in a
was
few minutes.
wondering. I know you guys are tough, and I know you guys got like some good amount of hit points. And you guys are good level, but I was a little bit wondering at the beginning when Joe decided to go down here and execute these things that if they were gonna kill you all. I was like, oh, here goes
No, I had a
here
plan.
goes the TPK, and
Uh,
it's not my fault, you know.
I
well,
had a
I have
plan.
four.
I had a plan.
Oh, you had. Yeah, sometimes the well-laid plans sometimes can go awry due to a mouse.
Mhm.
Something like that.
I have to go in a minute here to
All
pick
right,
up
yeah,
my dog.
we're gonna call it right here, anyways, and we'll let you guys.
Okay.
Good spot.
Let me get real quick. You guys are gonna do. You guys are gonna get 470 more XP each, and we'll call it good for the day. It's 2:15,
All right. We can
and
run upstairs and rest again.
that'll be the end of our thing. Yeah, you guys can rest here or upstairs. The whole place is pretty much
Upstairs.
cleared out now too. So
Uh,
All right.
Brian, before you end, I have a suggestion.
yes, say happy birthday, Wyatt, again. Oh wait, no.
Hey,
Sorry.
Wyatt, if you're catching it again, happy birthday, happy 18th birthday.
Happy 18th birthday. All right, so
And I'm a
go ahead, Zach. What's the suggestion?
I have a friend you could raid out from here.
Okay, sounds good. Let's do that.
He is a
No wait.
yeah. Blah, 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 blah.
All right, who are we gonna raid?
Sorry, I'm trying to. It is a VTuber, but they are a goblin.
Oh, thank you, Premise Land. Okay, I think that was again, maybe a goblin. What?
It's Gaz. And
A what?
when you do /raid,
Yeah.
you'll type that name there.
What name? What? Oh, Gaz. Okay, I see. Would you put it in there? Okay, you put it in the chat. Yeah, because don't forget, I'm looking at
And it'll-
three different chats. So.
Apologies, I'm.
Gasbin Goblin, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's do that. Okay. Anybody got anything they want to promote real quick before we head over? Anything? Just a happy birthday to Wyatt. 18th birthday again.
Yep.
We'll catch you guys in 2 days on Sunday at 6 p.m. for the the No Good Deed campaign, and tomorrow night at about 6 p.m. I believe. Oh no, sorry, 2 days at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for No Good Deed, and tomorrow night at 6 p.m. or so for the Wilder Beyond the Witchlight campaign. Come back tomorrow, tell your friends, like, subscribe on YouTube, all that good stuff, and we'll see you then. We're gonna raid somebody.
I'm out.
The
Have a good
raid
one.
has been created. Okay. All right. Have a good one,
Yay.
guys. And I don't know how this works exactly from here.
I don't know either. We're rated.
Raid now, I guess. I don't know. But okay, so we're
It
out.
says with 3 raiders, raid for 250 gold.